Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Is that good?
Yeah, that was great.
All right, great.
Good intro.
Well,
Nice.
We're here. We're ready to go. We're at it with some new commentators joining us.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. How are you
Hello.
doing?
Yeah, I've been chilling, you know. We interrupted your little meal because you guys were working hard.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then suddenly it was like, no, you guys are on again.
Yeah.
Actually, no break.
3 minutes goes by fast. I just peed, and I'm gonna take a bite of the sandwich at one point and have you fill.
it.
But
It's kind of wild that you did both at the same time. You're bringing your sandwich in there. Just,
you know
just
what?
efficiency.
You know what's
Yeah.
degenerate of me? I did walk in with just socks on.
no, that is
Yeah.
horrendous.
That's
What?
a bit degenerate.
That's right.
My first time meeting you, you had the dogs out.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
I let
Just
them
no
bark.
shoes, no socks.
Mhm.
The dogs are out.
Yes, sir.
And you had them up on the sofa, and I was
Where
like,
did the dog
"Aight."
thing come from?
I don't know.
What's the
But he had 'em
origin
out.
story?
He had 'em out for
He
free.
did have them out.
I don't know why they call the feet dogs and the toes piggies.
I
don't
thought
know any of
the
this.
toes were dogs and piggies. I thought they were many different things.
No, the whole thing's the dog.
Ah.
Anyway, enough about this. I do have a 5.9 wiki feet rating out of 5, but let's move on to the actual juice of what everyone's excited about, which is this Sentinels matchup. We were
Yeah.
talking predictions. The Guard
The
had some
cloud
of their
match.
thoughts. It is the cloud. Why is it the
Yeah.
cloud match? Explain to me
Like,
the cloud match.
This was the match in 2020, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Like, this was
2020.
the match. Yeah.
But
People
it
talking
hasn't
about,
happened, like, in literally 2 years. Like,
Yeah.
since 2020, we have not had this match. And no offense to TSM, but they've lost the pieces that made them the clout team. No more Wardell, nothing along those lines. But Sentinels, they're still rocking with it. They've got 10s. They've
They
had a
got 10s.
Brazilian clout. You can still call this one the clout matchup,
Yeah.
even if it isn't
Dude,
really anymore.
2020 was so long ago. They were hooting and hollering in the chat by chiseling into stone when they were talking about this match. There are cave paintings about 10s playing against Wardell. It was a long time ago. These teams are so different. It's still going to be a sick game, though, I think, because there should be a massive skill gap between these two teams, right? I don't mean any disrespect to TSM, but there should be a massive skill gap. But
Why? Why is there a massive skill gap?
Because
The Sentinels is a new team.
Sentinels got an all-star team, right? 2 of their players have just won the championship last year.
Yeah,
2 of
that's
their
true.
players are coming off XSET that have been a fantastic team throughout last year as well. Like, this team has been made to win a championship at some point and
Right.
bring it home for Sentinels. But they've only been scrimming together for, I think it's like 2 weeks.
Yeah, they haven't had much practice. I think it's
Yeah.
even less than that, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It might be less than that. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I've heard that it was like 1 week of practice. And on the other side for TSM, I mean, the core of this team has been together for quite a while. They're coming in now with Hayes picking up the IGL role, and they've played 1 tournament together before. They played the Knights Freeze Out, but that one was kind of freaky. It was like draft agent pick, only 1 team can have each one. So I don't think we've gotten a real look at this team yet, but
No.
they have more practice. But on paper, the player quality should make Sentinels a clear favorite.
Yeah, I like to be prepped for tournaments. I like to go and, do my VOD review. I look at all of the
Oh, yeah.
tape that's on the teams. And that tournament they were playing in was just, I'm not watching
Chaos.
that. I'm not watching that. It just made no sense. They were all just drafting random agents, basically.
Weren't the
So,
guard players just saying, though, that they thought TSM was going to win?
Yeah.
But then they got scared of the
Yeah,
clout from
they got scared of the
Sentinels
cloud and backed
they
off.
backed
I don't know
off.
what the logic was. They never really dove into it, but they did say at least Valorant said 2-1 TSM, and then
Okay.
Trent backed him. And maybe that's just Trent
Maybe
backing
it's the
his
scrum
dog.
bugs? Yeah. I
But
don't know.
If they've been together
Always back to
longer.
the dogs with you.
Yeah, come on. Why not?
Get the dogs out, talking about
Oh,
the dogs all the time.
broadcast, please.
You started talking,
Please.
you started
Guys,
talking
look at
about
the
that, and Pikachu actually died of cringe. He just,
Keeled over.
just straight up keeled over. Stay there, mate.
So give me the prediction then. You think this is such a stacked lineup? Say 2-0 with your chest. You think it's 2-0 Sentinels?
I think it's 2-0 Sentinels halfway through the year. I don't think it's 2-0 Sentinels right now. I don't think they've had long enough together, you know? I think this is a 1-2 Sentinels squeak it out, and people are talking about, that was a bit close.
Right.
But Josh, this is like a great early investment opportunity, right? Brand new
Oh,
team. You're
right.
new in the paint. You can get in on this one early. You can believe early, and you might get ridiculed, but you might be right.
Of the people on the couch, only one of us has the wealth to be an angel investor early on. So that's my question. Are you seed investing into Sentinels early?
Hey, we'll see how the game goes. You know? I mean, I do think they have like Tens and Zek can terrify me.
Yeah.
Just as pure aimers.
Oh, not as people.
Well, as people, they're not intimidating.
But to be honest,
As people, they're quite small in stature. But just their raw aiming ability terrifies me. We did this little video where we had people do the range in game versus in real life, and we had 4 pros go up. One of them was TenZ, and I won't spoil what happened, but he was far and away the best.
Really?
Just like purely at shooting hard bots in the range, which isn't like, it doesn't necessarily
Would
translate.
you consider yourself a hard bot? Like, what level were you at dodging the paintballs?
Dude, I was amazing. I was doing like jiggle peeks. You know how like you can jump and then back in air? I was doing that.
You were strafing in air in
I
real
was
life?
strafing in air in real life.
That's what you
Is that
bent the
possible?
laws of physics.
No, I'm that.
You've got that level of
that guy.
muscular control.
Yeah, I'm physically impressive. You'll learn this. You'll learn this about me.
I'm hearing these words, but I've also seen the pictures that you showed of what happened to you at the end of this, and I don't know. It's like the difference between you saying these things and then some images that look like something out of a live leak of you just getting like deleted by paintballs.
Yeah, I did recognize that my entire idea was making myself a hard bot and then having people shoot at me. So kind of a bad idea overall.
Yeah.
But what I did learn in the in-game range is that like I think it's a meme. I think TenZ bat chest, but like he clearly is a like phenomenal aimer by the standards of Valorant pros.
Yeah.
And I think Zekken's like in the same conversation, and
Yeah, definitely.
that's crazy they're on the same team.
That's why people are so excited, I think, about his Sentinels team as well, because for the longest time, it felt like TenZ was on a bit of an island when he was playing, right? He didn't really have the
Oh,
support
get out
to
of
try and
here.
enable it. What do you mean, get out of here?
Well, why is Sentinels banning Lotus? Sorry, I'm doing the classic thing I do when we cast and not listening to a word you're saying.
You actually just interrupted me for this.
Yeah, because they got rid of Lotus.
What are you mad about that? It's a new map. They haven't practiced it once.
Yeah, and what better time to practice a new map than in your first match?
Yeah, just make up game
the
plans
stage.
that you think kind of work.
That's tragic. Okay, all right. Sorry, Brent.
But they did say that this morning when
you were
we
talking
were having
about
breakfast
something.
with them.
What?
They were talking about Lotus, and I was like, "Do you think teams are going to play Lotus?" Is what I was asking. I was speaking to Don and Drew, who are like the coaches for Sentinels, and they were like, "No." I mean, for them personally, they were like, "No, we're not going to play it," which is understandable. It's only been a couple of days.
At
but-
least they're truthful. I feel like we've had a lot of liars about new maps. Every team is like, yeah, we're going to play
we're
it.
gonna
We've
pick
put
it."
hours into Lotus. We're ready to go on
Yeah.
this one. But at least they're honest with us. And it looks like we're just getting a repeat of the maps from last series,
kidding me.
Fracture
Same
and
map
Pearl.
pool.
Sentinels ban
sad.
Ascent here.
I'm sad.
Sentinels ban Ascent.
Oh,
There
actually,
you go.
what-
Let's go.
Do you know
Let's
the
go.
script?
It's
What's
a great
going on
call.
here?
No,
It's
I
a
was
great
just
call.
hoping. That was just hope.
Okay.
Hopium.
Yeah, there was just pure hope happening there. No, this is going to be interesting, I think, because you've got. I think Sentinels are the focus here. You're looking at like how they've integrated the two parts of their team together because it's XSET blended with Loud. You're looking at whether TenZ can actually be the player that people want him to be. Because he's clearly got talent. You were talking about it, right? He's clearly got insane talent. But actually, when you think back to the teams that he's played on, he hasn't had very structured teams with like a lot of coaches, a really dedicated IGL,
just
a lot of prep work.
Walk
like,
over
good
me
teams
during a
around
map
him.
select, and then you steal the point I was making as you interrupted me.
Yeah.
This is called GOAT commentary.
What are you going to do?
Oh.
It's not about actually thinking of good points. It's just saying the good
Stealing
points
overviews.
loudly.
Yeah.
That's very wise.
He's much more articulate than
He's
me.
getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been learning.
Yeah, and I've been thinking for a while that TenZ has never had the tools around him.
You know, that's crazy,
Yeah.
actually. Because what I was thinking was, TenZ has never actually been surrounded by the right tools.
So
Hey, Wala,
wise.
you want to jump on? you want to get on here? You want to jump on this?
He just needed the right machinery to make something work, I feel.
Right,
And
right,
he
right.
might finally have
What's
that.
going on?
That's crazy.
I think I like being a contrarian, but I'm kind of a TSM believer. And this is mostly just because I interacted with Corey, and he was a sweet guy.
Corey's a dope human.
He's a
I love
great
Corey.
guy.
Yeah.
And so that makes me want to cheer for him. But I'm going to believe. I'm going to believe in the storyline that the new uber talented team will lose to the team that's been together longer and has better chemistry.
I could see it. I also, this TSM team, I haven't really been able to, like we said, the most recent games were playing in a tournament where there was agent draft picks happening, so the comps were just all over
Yeah,
the
it's a
place.
bit gimmicky.
But the last time that I've seen some of their players play has been like genuinely over a year ago, I think. They've got a player Nature on the team, and I haven't watched a game from him. He hasn't been playing at a top level where games get streamed and there's big tournaments going on for ages.
It feels like the last time we watched him was like when he was on Gen G, which was like
Immortals
ancient.
is what I think of.
Immortals, maybe? I don't
It
know.
was like 2020, I think.
But actually, again, cave paintings
Yes.
of Nature playing on those teams. So.
But the thing is, too, Sentinel, since they had those initial cave paintings made, it feels like they've always had the same problem of like the culture is an issue and it doesn't feel like they're fully dedicated to being the team who can be on top. And when they came into this and picked up like some all-star coaches, some great players out of Brazil, XSET, they kind of picked up the people who like their whole brand was like the dedication and the work ethic. So it feels like Sentinels is finally making that shift, and this is kind of their chance to show it, even if it is a more fun event.
How's your Portuguese, by the way? You speak good Portuguese?
Dude, you know what? I almost embarrassingly tried to say a word, and then I realized it was Spanish, and I stopped myself so I wouldn't get in trouble.
Yeah.
To all the Brazilians watching, I'm learning. Baby steps. Baby steps. I'll stick to French and English for now.
Plan on getting Pancada on?
All I'm saying is there's opportunities there for some kind of winner's interview afterwards where you'd be speaking Portuguese.
So how does it work? How does it work in
How
the
does
actual
Portuguese
team?
work?
No. How does it work for the players in this 5-stack? Who's the IGL?
Well,
So-
Sassy speaks great English, so
Yeah.
you have one of the Brazilian players
Yeah.
that is just like fluent.
And
to my knowledge,
Sassy's live translating everything for Pancada. Literally everything.
He's so hard.
you joke,
That'd be
but there
so
was
hard.
a team like that. What was it?
no way.
Northeption. It was
yeah,
a Japanese team, but they had
Yeah.
2 Korean players, and the IGL was a Japanese player, and then there was a Korean player who spoke Korean and Japanese and would translate the Japanese into Korean. He was also the only player on the team that spoke fluent in English, so would do all the interviews. And I can
That's,
barely communicate in rank to begin with, so like juggling the languages is insane.
Wasn't that Munchkin who was doing IGLing for the team? I mean,
Was it?
I think that was a different era.
Oh, is that different?
Yeah.
I don't know. We've gone on wild.
Yeah, we're
tangent
going
there.
off. When are we going to talk about
But
the
actually-
urban infrastructure
Huh?
I'm waiting for that one.
of cities?
Mm,
You know?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we are the relevant people to be
That really,
discussing that.
that really threw you off. You
Uh-huh.
look shocked. Your eyebrows went so far up.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
they've got a long way to go up, really, haven't they? There's nothing stopping them.
There's not too much stopping it. That's true.
Limitless potential.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for the teams, the players to get set up.
Yeah, they're getting ready.
Yeah.
They're getting booted. It looks like they're in the character select right now, so we're going to see
Oh,
the
yeah.
agents that pop up
Nice.
in just a few here. And this is, like we said, pretty similar to the last maps. We got Pearl into
Fracture into Pearl,
Fracture
I
into
think.
Fracture
Oh,
into
yeah.
Pearl. Yeah, excuse
Fracture
me.
Pearl
into
and then Haven. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm intrigued actually on the tens topic to see whether he's just hard picking Jet the whole time, or whether they're planning to expand his duelist pool out a
Or
bit.
why? Because he struggled on Raze? in the
Yeah, because
past?
I mean that was the big meme
Yeah.
about tens, was that he couldn't really play the Raze to that high of a level, and that was when duelists only needed to play Jet and Raze.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think, now there's potential that he would have to play Neon, Raze, Jet. I think those are the 3 main ones that he would end up being.
Is Reyna a legit champ in Pro?
I want to make the argument that yes, I think so, but in very rare circumstances. There was some teams playing her on Breeze where I was actually kind of compelled, because since the flash got buffed, it's actually pretty valid, because like with a KO flash, if you pop it out, it can be really easily dodged and it doesn't go away. But with a Reyna flash, you actually have to break it or wait. So there are some niche circumstances where it worked. Also, Reyna kill really well. So if you have a good player like Tens, put on Reyna kill, Tens kill, win game.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You ever heard the label
tried.
enabler? Yeah, Mimi is an enabler.
I see.
If you say, "Oh, I want to play
No.
Reyna in my games," and she's like, "Yeah, you can
Yeah,
make it work.
yeah.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
not?
yeah."
I'm not an enabler. I just believe in people. I like to consider myself more like a lifestyle coach who just wants everyone to succeed.
Yeah, lifestyle coach. Okay.
That's-
You've been working with Brad.
Yeah, his lifestyle is really improving
She's
every day.
failing.
Yeah.
He's working. Everyone is a work in progress.
Yeah. Well,
Believe in yourself and you can do anything.
I couldn't dress myself this morning. Stole Ludwig's paintball jacket.
Yeah, I can see that one. You got lit up with the Carhartt.
Yeah.
You're swagged out right now, though.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah.
The docs.
He's actually
Yeah.
named John. I don't know who he's trying to
This
present
is
his name's
pro-
Brent.
I mean, this
but
is probably used to belong to
Did you
the
just steal
deceased
this
man.
from like a?
No, I thrifted
Yeah.
this. So
Oh, okay.
the guy, I mean, I don't know, John, if you're out there from Vermont, I've got your jacket.
some
you're not getting it
common
back.
working man just
Yeah,
got his
you're
jacket
not getting it back.
robbed.
Thieving the blue collars
Probably
jackets.
doesn't want it back.
Sad.
Yeah.
Wait, there's no shot that Tens is playing Chamber, right? Oh, Tens,
Tens
on
on
KO.
KO.
Okay.
Mm.
To start on Fracture. So does that mean that Zekken is going to be playing
Neon
Primary
here?
duelist,
Neon.
probably.
Yeah, you can see it here.
Yeah.
You
God
just locked it in.
damn. Okay.
Now explain why that's so shocking.
Tens has only ever really played duelist for the team, or for any of his teams. He plays like the Jet role, and then he's played the Chamber role as well.
Yeah, he tried Yoru once, but it's never really worked when he played another role. On the other hand, Zekken is a player who used to play a lot of support. He started his career as a Sova. He's been known to be super duper flexible. He was good at playing Omen on some maps. Like, this guy can do anything, but the team wants to invest in him being the duelist instead, which is a big pivot from what I think most of us expected.
Yeah, why is that? Is TenZ not the main duelist that like every team would want? Why is Zekken?
It might just be a role thing, like we were talking about, where he's just like a really good jet and maybe less comfortable on other agents.
Zekken's also
Some teams
nasty
do
on
that.
Neon.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm not going to lie. Zekken might be able to play every role other than like Smokes on this team better than the other player that's playing that role.
Really?
Like Zekken is a
Zekken is
nasty
that
good
guy.
player.
He
And
is that guy.
I don't mean to, talk shit about the other players on the team because obviously those guys are insanely good too. Like Sassy's absolutely world class. So are the rest of the players on the team too. But Zekken is like that guy.
I mean, he
He's
boosted my
that
friend
good.
Nick Yingling to Immortal, so he's definitely got something in his...
There's no shot.
Oh, easily. Ascended to Immortal like
Wow.
that.
So you got TSM playing a pretty similar comp to the one that we saw the guard rocking, right? In fact, it's
Yeah.
exactly the same.
Yeah, I think another thing interesting about Sentinels here is Def is sticking by that Cypher. It's a role that he used to like quite a lot
play
in the
tons,
past. Like, I
yeah.
think about Split, him always lurking on that role.
They got no presence on the south side of the map.
Yeah.
Oh no, they've got the cam, right?
Yeah.
Is that the cam?
It's like, what is that?
Or is that a trip? I think it's the
It's
cam.
just that cam on the south side, which I imagine he'll periodically check, but that does leave open a possible timing window, but he checks it, sees both
It's-
players south side.
Yeah.
They're not really in a position though where they can push into A here.
Hayes could do some
Oh,
damage
nobody
here.
checked?
That actually gets a headshot off.
Big plays from Sassy though, being able to clean up both the
Look at
players.
this
that were
fast
getting
flank,
aggro.
though. Both players are working their way across the road.
Oh,
Def is alone here.
What?
There's no way.
Yeah, you can't really be losing that.
Okay. TenZ kind of stuck here. Stunned to try and make him reposition, I think. That's Sassy trying to bail him out.
But this is the third time in the round where these TSM players on the flank have changed. Now they're full south side, so they can actually work together with their teammate. Good flash, but
No way.
Whoa!
Player
I
standing.
mean, he's
he
done
did a
damage
lot of
here.
damage.
Enemy
Sassy, this is
remaining.
super winnable. Oh my god.
What a shot from Corey!
Yeah, that's
10
actually
HP
nasty.
left? Something like that?
That is
Yeah.
nasty.
Corey's filth as well. His aiming is very strong.
Yeah.
If he gets into duels with the Sentinels guys, he's going to be able to beat, a number of them. He's good. But that's an interesting round. You get to see the Cypher, like, kind of finding value. Finds the flank with the cam. Someone walks into a trip. But it didn't really work for them.
No, it didn't amount to much, did it? Stingers on either side, actually forcing up.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, okay.
Disgusting force buy.
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying, raving about the Stingers for a long time, but I don't
They are
know.
the truth.
I forgot about the Stinger. I'm not going to lie. I don't know why. I took a break from the game for a little bit.
You come back to the Stinger.
You
and
come
it's
back,
just
and I'm like, yeah,
massively
this gun is still
overpowered.
disgusting. In fact, they buffed it after champs, which I forgot about.
Yeah, no one understood why they did that.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Don't mind me, by the way. I just
Yeah, by the
hopped in
way,
here.
hi Ludwig. Just didn't announce the change.
Ludwig's sounding a little bit different.
This is a force buy.
Yeah.
They've
Oh,
just
yeah.
tried to flood four players down the new drop.
But look at this. They should be able to contain them.
They got kind of mangled.
Last
Any
player
swing?
standing.
Yeah, there you go.
I think that's an
Spike down
interesting
A.
call, too, for Sen, because most of the time when you see these Neon comps, it's
Sweet
generally going to
dreams,
be like
asshole.
fast into sands. We do like that optic style B hit or like fast through main. Like when you're working with like the kind of like dropping down or getting up towards like B heaven or out of A drop, it can kind of be difficult to get as much value, but that Neon wall does help, although it's a little different than if you were playing the Raze.
I
Yeah.
don't think that's a bad strat once you've taken some holes control.
Sure.
Because the A site anchors have to be worried about getting shot from A holes as
Yeah.
well as getting shot from drop. But when Def is the only player there and he's super late, they're just not worried about anything.
Tough force buy.
Yeah. Economy set all the way back.
What an interesting wall this is. I mean, look at this one.
Dude, Sassy's got his ult super early, though.
Yeah.
He got 3 kills on the pistol.
And he must just be farming orbs as well, and with
Yeah.
the deaths.
I don't think you invested this round, though. That would be...
Why not?
Because
Nice and early.
Because
Nice and early, build it up again.
because they have 4 sheriffs.
Having the breach hold this early is wild, though.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'd be calling something off of this. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I'm not a pro player, but
I think they want to try and get something early and then like use it to snowball the round, but they're waiting to see if they can get that opening.
Yeah, if
they
they can
have the
crack it.
site though. I mean, it could even be good in the post plan if they can stall this out.
It's surprising they got on the site so easily like this.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
TSM
did
giving
they
them a
want
lot
to
of
They
spawn
do
push?
use it,
Look
no?
how Saucy's set up.
Nice
There's a
pickup. Come
flank
on,
though,
one
so
more.
they probably won't invest it.
Oh, he's so lit up.
Okay, there.
Oh, 1 HP. Wait, the breach ult has to come into play at some point now.
I feel like they want to use
definitely.
They
You
need
invest
to
in
use
that.
it.
it
Yeah, you
there.
invest it now, right?
Use it whenever you can, my boy. He's waiting for spawn.
Okay.
I don't think it actually reached
But it'll
that
stagger
far.
them. There's no one
Yeah,
there to
that
trade
volley's-
nature.
That was a bad volley.
Yeah, volley's off by a little bit. This wall is actually buying a lot of time as well.
They don't want to fight us.
No, it's over. No
what
time.
a round
That's
to win. Are
unreal.
you kidding me?
Yeah, that's-
TSM dropped the ball there, no? How did they give up so much space for them to walk in the site and
I
plant?
think the biggest moment of that round was with the 3 committing to the flank. Sentinels realized that and immediately pushed into spawn. And there was just like one player alone there. You get that easy kill,
Yeah.
and then you have a crossfire of them walking in. There's no time left to re-rotate.
Isn't the bigger problem though that TSM just let them walk into heaven for free?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I
I
feel
think so.
like when you have that Viper wall that you have to cross like 3 or 4 times, you always know that the players are going to be a little soft heading into heaven, and they just allowed them to take heaven control without fighting it.
Yeah.
I think you have so many players that could be playing in that position. Like Seven could be anchoring, Hayes could be anchoring. You could have GMD over there as well if you wanted to mix things up and put the Killjoy in A, but
It's a weird setup from TSM. But now we've got the full gun rounds, basically. A couple Spectres, though, actually, not true.
Yeah. TSM investing kind of heavy in the same main trap. They're just waiting to use that suck nade. You can even seize off that too.
Bring them down.
But Sentinels, again, really favoring north side early in these rounds. I think they've identified that TSM is giving up that space in arcade quite often.
we haven't really seen too many games of like this version of Fracture being played. I don't know how viable drop is.
I'm going to pop this out from drop, yeah.
Kind of went for the duel before the execute even happens.
Yeah. The null command stops at a pull coming in there from drop, so it allows the Sentinels players to get into sight really easily. That tends to have an impact with his ult.
The Sentinels push something here. Like, if
Yeah, I
they
think they
realize it's
should.
that heavy towards main, they could push spawn or something. That seems to be Death's idea.
Yeah, he's on his own, but... Oh, the thing comes in.
Wait, Phantom diff.
Traded out 2v5. The HPs are low. Could be doable, but it's going to be
Player
tough.
standing.
Yeah.
And I'm not really sure why, but Pancada's still got this position without any molly.
Oh my. Okay.
What's the Pancada meme? It's like, why don't you ace or something? Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
What?
I don't know exactly how it goes.
What is it?
Or Pancada, why? There's a meme like that. Someone's got to know. Maybe
You know,
in the
some of
chat.
the funniest jokes are where you don't know what they are, but
My,
you ask
that's
someone
what it is.
to-
My God, why doesn't Pancada miss a shot? That's the one I'm talking about. My God, why Pancada never misses a shot?
Right. Okay.
I'm trying to. I have to always. There's always new memes coming up day by day.
Yes,
So
yeah,
I
you
have,
stay
it's
on
it's
top.
hard to
Really
stay on
tough to
top
stay
of
on
all
top,
of them.
yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
it's
That's
a
tough.
job
I really
in its own.
empathize with that.
You've actually got such a hard job as a streamer.
I know, bro. That's on me, dude. Adapt to that.
It's so tough. It's so tough.
Just staying on top of the memes, man.
Yeah, that's a bit of a rough round though. I think
I got
That
spikes.
is.
the exec is fine, and to me, what they need to be doing is set Pancada and Sassy up to be able to play post-plant utility. But Sassy was in a position where he couldn't use his aftershock for it because he's anchoring the site, and Pancada didn't have his molly.
They just had no control of anything.
Yeah,
That was the real problem. They needed an aim and lurk.
Again, TSM is doing one of these setups where they just completely give up one area of the map. Before it was arcade, now they've just completely seeded A main and are kind of almost set up to like late round pinch towards north side, but
That's taken that too. He's taken the free real estate in A main.
Yeah.
Some
rightfully
of it,
so.
yeah.
he doesn't know that they're off site yet. So
I like that he's like continuing to take it if they're giving it.
In this meta too, actually, lurkers can get much more aggressive than they could in the past because normally you'd be running into chambers holding off angles like that.
Yeah,
That's just not
just
the case.
hanging out.
Yeah. You're going to tend in this meta to run into util or like combo plays more than you just run into someone holding an angle. So
Now
look
they
how,
know.
look how
It's
nice
just
Def
rounds.
has just taken all this space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as Tens dies there to the,
Will they
the north
expect him
side
to be
push.
this close? They do
30 seconds
not.
left.
I don't know.
Corey doesn't clear it.
Wow, this lurk was Oh my God, I hate that
And that
so
cancelled
much.
the ult.
Yeah, didn't get it off. And now TSM can retake from spawn and north side. Sentinels is kind of stuck on site. Pancada needs to do something big.
Oh, the
But they know.
timing was perfect for
Big
him.
kill by Saucy. Come on, baby.
Give it a second.
You can hear the bias over here.
Can't drop a come on baby on the broadcast.
That's
Gotta be a
dumb.
little classy here.
You guys can't do that as casters, can you? Let's go, Sentinels. Wait, did I get allowed?
We need some honesty here.
You
some
are
decorum.
desperate. No, it's all right. I'll be equal back for TSM. Let's go.
You look sick up there, man.
I'm chilling, bro.
You're
It
looking
just looks
good.
like
You're
this is
looking
your
chill.
name
Val
tag.
Victorian.
I'm
over
hanging out.
here.
I got my trophy. I got my Asus. I'm vibing, bro.
You can tell his name slapped on the event.
Oh my God, these rounds are so interesting. Actually, no, I'm not even just saying it. That lurk around through a main for them to come back to the site.
The Chamber being out of the game changes so much of how teams should be playing that isn't even anything to do with Chamber. Like, your lurks are going to be able to get more value than they used to be, I think, in a lot of situations.
Yeah.
And the other part, too, is most of the meta, I think, is going to end up being a bit more defaulty than hard execs, because when you don't remember like how Optic played, where the Neon would run in and make a lot of space for Ye to just clean up on Chamber? That's not really a thing anymore. Like, you're not making space for your Cypher to go and like kill everyone.
Yeah.
So it should be just a bit more defaulty rather than big execs.
It's literally a new game,
Yeah.
especially at the highest level. It's
Valorant
like,
2.
Yes. You could almost say just the
Great
updates
idea.
itself
Yeah.
created an entire new meta.
Yeah.
Spike plant.
I feel like Sentinels has done such a good job at finding these gaps when TSM is doing these late round pushes. It's been like pretty much every round where they're the late round sending multiple players north side, and Sentinels has just gotten a free site to walk into. Razor.
Wow.
Pancada.
Pancada go kill.
Why doesn't he miss a shot?
Everyone's asking.
It's re-clear.
Not enough time for all this
Yeah,
funny
I mean,
business,
they're
though.
just playing to take guns out of hands, I
Yeah,
guess.
exits.
Yeah.
Damn, saucy.
One enemy remaining.
My classic doesn't do that.
Free gun, by the way.
Look how far away Hazed is. I mean, he had no intention of dying in this round.
Yeah, saving the Vandal. Fair play.
It's pretty even.
Tie game, let's go.
Yeah. This guy. This guy. He's clapping away for Sentinels.
I've got no horse in this race. I just want it to be a
No,
close game.
How bad is it if Sentinels loses this series?
How bad is it?
Yeah.
It's not bad. I mean, we
You
like
don't
to
think
give
they get
back.
memed on super hard?
No, it's just us giving back to the community. We can't have it all.
Okay, dude.
Here's the
If they
Like good
O2
people
this
over
tournament,
here.
you don't think that's bad?
What is it?
O2 this tournament.
Bro, we're here for the people. We're here for the community. Like, we don't have to win everything. We win no matter what.
You know, every sentence
win.
you say doesn't have to be cringe.
We win. We win even if we don't win. That's what I'm trying to
Now you're
say.
just sounding like org PR. If we win this tournament, it's Champions 2023, biggest event of the year. If we lose it, tiny, irrelevant, Mickey Mouse, who cares?
Yeah.
We were just playing for fun.
She gets it. She
Option
gets it.
select.
Love that.
She is saying what you're saying is dumb.
No, she's saying that what I'm saying makes absolute sense.
What I'm
We're on
saying
different
is you
pages
sound like
here.
a corporate entity.
Absolutely. We're back in the boys
And that's
here.
what we love to do here at Sentinels, is beat corporate entities. I don't know. Spin a wheel. We'll see what happens.
Spin the wheel. Test your luck.
Pancada is going to use his ult here. Yeah, that's going to take out the lockdown. But that stops him using it for the post ban, so that's actually a pretty big get for TSM.
Huge ult from Sassy.
No need for Sassy to contest.
Time's
They
too
can't
low
fight
here.
this.
No
Yeah,
time.
There's no time.
A Death could even hunt. He can push through the smoke, maybe get one on the way out. Yeah, he probably kills Nature here.
Oh, you didn't hear him coming up? Oh, no, he did. There you
I heard
go.
him take a gun out, yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot of big ults, though. The
Yeah, ults
Sentinels
invested.
used there, so the only issue with that is that TSM don't really have the money to go crazy in the next round, but they've got at least 3 rifles. I think this is
Yeah.
probably around where you force up,
They
around the 3 rifles.
should- Oh, actually, it's...
Because
they
Hayes has
can buy it,
tons of
yeah.
money, and then Seven could, scrape by with a Spectre or something, and then GMD is just living his best poverty life.
Does an op come into play here? Like, Hazed has money for it if you wanted. I'm not sure if they would op on this.
I don't think
or
they have
who
a good
would.
comp to
Who's
op.
their opper?
Who would
Yeah,
op? Would
that's
it
a-
be
Is it
7
Nature?
and he just does like a
I think it would-
Steel 2020
I think it
cosplay?
would have to be 7, no?
7 on KJ?
I mean,
he's
he
been playing
was
towards
an
B.
opper when he played other roles,
Right.
I
so
feel
it
like
would make sense.
You'd
But
want to post the up onto A-holes, because that's where they've been getting a lot of these lurks through.
I feel like the op gets underestimated a little bit just because your agent, like I know we saw Steel do it, for example, on KJ, and I know people memed on him for it, but I do think it's really viable still.
Yeah,
like
of
for
course.
certain angles, you can still get one and get out.
I think it works on this map, particularly if you're like opping B. You can really get an early shot off, fall away, and get pretty safe, especially if you just buy shorty and then just be cringe and,
Yeah.
and sit having it to
Minimum
miss your
risk,
shot. No
too.
worries.
That's a 1 week of prep time flash there that you saw
Yeah.
from Sassy and Zek.
A bit of a self-line.
Well, that's fine.
Surely they don't commit to this. They made so much noise.
They don't have
They're out
options.
no
Sans,
position.
though. Look
Yeah,
how
they don't
deep
have
Def
options
is.
to pivot.
No ults, no position of drop or anything else.
It's going to be a slow work.
Dev is in sand.
If Corey dies, this might just fall apart, though, for TSM still.
True, he is the
you
only
can-
side anchor.
They use Haunt. They have nothing to get out from drop now, as that smoke will be up for another, like, 15 seconds.
Yeah, but look, as they cut noise, these players have started to disappear. Now there's only one person on the site compared to 4 5 seconds ago.
That silence actually pushed them away. Oh my God, Corey, they know you're there. They know you're there. There's no secret. Oh, that's too much pressure.
Spike planted.
Retake's going to be hard.
Yeah.
I think their play has got to be to take Sands, but I don't know if they can.
Feels like they go so slow in the retake that they never even have time to make the choice.
Yeah, the rounds of...
They wanted to go for that fast retake, but I think that utility
One enemy remaining.
Yeah.
towards the north side there was so good, because it was like we had a cage up, and then immediately after that it was an aftershock, and every time TSM wanted to go, there was another piece of stall. So Sentinels got their positioning in sand, and that just kind of secured the round.
I feel like CT guys had to actually go tower instead and focus on Sands sooner.
Yeah.
It took too long to actually make that adjustment, and then it's just a crossfire. Too easy.
Apart from the pistol, this has just been kind of brutal for TSM.
It feels like Sentinel started winning since I sat down.
Yeah, there's something about it.
You
does feel that
show
way.
us swap seats.
They knew you were watching.
Let's get you off that
It's
couch.
like an aura or something.
TSM's comp is so good at actually stopping Sentinels getting into the sites through the choke points if they have a right read. But that previous round just shows you how aware the Sentinels players are, how experienced they are at being able to mess with the defenders' heads. TSM had the read. There's 4 players ready to stop that A hit coming through. So much noise. And then Def just calls for them all to go quiet, wait for 10 seconds, and suddenly there's only 1 player there.
Yeah.
And suddenly, I mean, that just ruins their comp too, because they're not in position to throw the mollies, to deny the space, set up crossfires. That's the experience diff coming through.
What are you thinking of the
around like
10's
that.
KO so far? I've seen a couple of flashes. There was a south flash on the second, but at the end there, that was perfect timing.
I think that was
Flash.
Sassy's flash on second, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I haven't
Was it
seen anything
Sassy's?
too crazy, but it looks solid. It looks competent thus far.
Anything to gas
Obviously
up
not
10s.
as
Anything
flashy
to
as
gas up 10's bat chest.
Bat Chest.
Bat chest.
Yeah, of
Indeed.
course.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you need more.
No,
Rounds.
You
I
wanna see
want you to
more
pass
rounds?
judgment
Yeah.
now.
No.
You want me to
now.
pass judgment after 10 rounds
Yeah.
of fracture?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's got it. Actually, he should be cut.
You know what?
It's
You'd make a
just-
great GM.
It just doesn't.
Snip him.
You gotta see more. You gotta see more. I'm not huge on the
Careful
wall
here.
that Hazed is throwing here to defend B. It goes way deep into spawn, and it's not good for the retake.
We saw this in the other game, I believe,
But it
there's
came down
different.
further
Yes.
on the site instead of going deep into spawn.
Yes, this one is a bit less annoying for the
Right there.
attackers.
This
mean-
one feels like they could try and contact push on defense all the way into spawn, but I mean, how often are you doing that?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You can do
Right,
the spawn
yeah.
push. It also lets you, if you only like flash your one side, you can isolate the players that are underpass and like re-walk underpass late. It threatens all that, but TSM has just never acted on it. So Sentinels is happy to just re-clear late round, and it doesn't really affect them ever. As again, they've just walked straight past it. No
Yeah.
worries.
That is
Molly's
nice from
good.
Seven. Seven dodged the KO knife, so he kept the nano swarm
Spike
up.
down B.
Oh,
Refighting
that was a
that?
big kill. 2 HP though.
Cage triggered.
They could slow this down.
This is going to be pretty tough.
Yeah.
Corey's got nade,
Right
2
there.
blast packs. You got a haunt to deal with. There's just so much utility from these guys that were playing A and didn't have to use anything.
Yeah, Pancata's going to have to do something crazy because his
I like
guys
this play.
But they need to
Yeah.
find a pick. There's only 30 seconds. You just
30
can't.
seconds left.
Also, they should be aware of this push. Maybe like
They're holding for it.
If Def makes a fake in the site. Oh no, he's going back actually.
This is unwinnable, I think, for
Oh, he's gonna be the one to plant too.
nade.
Nade?
Bit late.
Yeah, there it is.
Spike
Bit
planted.
deep.
Goes wide. Spam's good.
Oh,
Dev?
Def got a kill.
Player standing.
2 HP.
No way.
2
There's no
HP,
way
2
he can
kills.
That was a must win. Their money's still hurting, so they lost 3 guns there. Economy's kind of shot, so their buy is gonna be a little scrappy still.
Yeah.
But I like that change from TSM a lot. We were talking about the issue with this site was just them losing heaven control, tower control every single time, and now they've pivoted 7 to just anchoring there. Does a good job with the utility to get things started early and shut down that push.
Yeah, and Hayes found 2 as well, right?
Yeah, I think he was just swinging through a smoke off of 7's mollies here when they were
Yeah.
all looking up.
Yeah. He knows that they're going to be focused on 7, so he just goes for a little peek timing. Hayes has got that good old man aim.
Yeah. That veteran energy.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
Comes
Hayes
in.
old as shit or something?
Yeah.
He's up there.
He's up there.
I think he's one of the. How old is he? Like
He's like
It's in his
33.
Yeah.
he's one of the oldest pro players.
Yeah,
Still
him, bro.
active.
He was on
You
my,
and
I was
him.
on my first pro team with him in Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I get it. You're old too.
Yeah. Damn, that's not what I was trying to draw the line of, but I'm glad you came to that conclusion. Little bro's catching strays out here.
They kind of started losing a bit when you weren't cheering for him.
No, I can't be too biased, but go Sentinels. Just kidding. No, I just want it to be a good game. As long as it's close, I'm happy.
This is so cartoonish. I can't believe these are professional players.
Have you seen the rope incident? Where have you seen that?
Oh
There's a
yeah,
clip?
they just get mowed down,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
They just get mowed
They
down.
hit him with a no Russian.
The no Russian.
They got
Oh,
3
no.
players stacked up here.
I love Raze with nade out.
They didn't know the door was open.
Oh, great nade.
Wait, you got a
Offensive
trade
satchel.
there? They know he's stuck in the corner. I'm pretty sure they know. Yeah, they do for sure. That's stun hit.
They still want to fight this.
Yeah. it is.
How is he
That's
alive?
satchel, baby.
Oh my god. Wow, Picada.
7 could still do something here.
Spectre.
Leave 7. Leave.
No, that's a big one.
30
Now he has
He's the
one
ult down too.
Drops that.
I don't know if they're gonna get there fast enough. Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
Brim ult to clear it.
And
That's
it
good, though.
buys like the cross in. A little bit of cover.
Kind of hard with their guns to take this, right?
yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
unless they can retake balls and get some better guns, but
That
Hayes
nade
has
is good.
mollies. He could flush outside here if they can push one of these players out. It could be big. They've recovered 1 rifle now. If they maybe wrap main, there's a chance. But
Almost.
Molly's a
Nearly.
little deep. Tens has a flash. Double peek. Single peek.
Last player standing.
Oh my god!
dude.
Holy!
This guy's making a claim for best controller player of last year.
Damn.
he's in contention for controller player of 2022.
He
Is that what you're
was.
saying?
He was in 2022.
Oh, I thought you were saying this
He
tournament
was
was
up
his
there.
chance to
This
finally show
tournament,
that
yeah,
he's
he
the
could really
best player of
cement it
last year.
at the beginning of 2023.
If he
could really
closes out the
cement
second
it.
half of this game,
Yeah.
100%.
MVP 2022.
It's a lock.
Yeah. I really like the idea from TSM in this round. They had the Viper ult over on B, so they stacked 3 players' halls, right? And as long as they don't go dish, which could have been a problem, they have a trap play set up there off Nature's Contact. But I think GMD just put it too deep.
Oh my.
Didn't put his pull deep enough.
They've had like no great buys for
Yeah.
like 4 rounds straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been pretty
Poverty
brutal
buys
for
for a
them.
lot of this entire half.
The early pick on Zekken is
Yeah.
good little entry to kind of claw it back in, but
They won the eco when Zekken died first on B site.
Yeah. So quiet from
Yeah, they've given
Sentinels
up-
here.
I mean, TSM have given them so much space here. They're just going off with the turret contact.
I
Do you think they
think
can catch somebody?
I think they're really hoping TSM will make a play for the gun.
Surely Def should be calling towards B here. I guess he doesn't know. He's getting a lot of space in arcade. It looks like they just want to set up for A though.
Is it gonna be?
He has the
they
timing to
fake
have it, though.
A? They fake A and then he goes for a kill. I think it is, right?
Yeah, just-
oh, the rotates
Def's
all
getting
pulls.
space.
All 5.
It's a double fake.
Yo, what is?
Oh.
Wait.
That's his
that's
fault.
his-
Okay, okay.
That's his trip.
Wait, why is he crouching?
He's crouching
Is he
under
trying
it.
to throw us off?
I don't know.
He's memeing us, dude.
What's he doing?
He's thinking about the casters in that moment. Casters probably gonna fall for this
Cash is
shit.
probably thinking this is their trip.
Yeah.
Watch this, I'm gonna walk through it.
Dumbass.
We're going for a fast retake.
Look at those smokes on his key.
One enemy remaining.
Oh wow.
I mean,
wow.
okay.
that round's just over.
Yep.
Melted.
You know what? That decided it. Tens,
That's
best
that.
KO player I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's not.
Last
Big play right
round
Case
there.
for the
closed.
switch.
You can't feel bad if you get 5.
You can.
That's fair.
A little bit. A little bad. Because
No,
they
I
had an
agree.
opportunity
This-
for a lot more with winning that 4 spy if they'd converted around 3. I mean, they could have snowballed this one, but 5, all
Yeah.
good. That puts them very
I
winnable.
think you take 5 your TSM because
Yeah.
it felt like a lot, especially the second half of this half.
5 still sucks though. Arguably, they
Yeah.
should have been in the lead, right?
yeah.
A winning pistol.
But 7-5 feels way better than A4.
I mean, I'm just really interested to see how Sentinels plays once they get to this defensive side, too, with Zekken on this Neon. like, they have good stall with the Pancata and Death's utility, but I imagine we're going to see a lot of silliness with these second pushes. But
no, I don't wanna fight
Corey's
this.
doing his own.
Oh,
wait.
That's
Sweet.
The nade should
gets it,
get
there
on.
you go.
Yeah.
I mean, is it still a Rosa? I guess so.
No.
Gotta go.
Rosa these days is like if you don't get a double kill as a Rosa. We're getting strict.
The setup from Seven just isolates Zekken on site, but there was nobody anchoring to deal with him. He's going to be confused as to where Seven's playing.
They got to know someone's here, though, right?
I think so.
They got to be.
the rest of the
Arcade's
team's
got to
like
be the
in.
danger.
I mean, there's actually 2 players in Arcade as well.
Yeah.
Zekken might just go for a little bit of an in.
Oh, what?
Oh my god! Tens!
Stop
my
it.
God.
Stop it.
Okay.
That was filthy.
2v2.
Last player standing.
Good swing from Sassy.
Look at the
Look at him
foon. Look
moving.
at the foon.
I hate this knife. I really don't like it. It's too big.
Does make it look like he moves slower.
Yeah.
What is this
We got
supposed to be?
Smite hammer. Oh my god.
That's cruel.
So nice.
Absolutely no
8-4.
crumbs given there by Sassy.
8-4 stuff. I'm getting a sandwich.
Switching sides.
By the way, the chat was pointing out how many assists Tens has. He's got 14 assists.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Best KO in the world confirmed.
Best KO in the world, I'm telling you. That's why I asked you at the
Yes.
beginning, Josh. I could predict this. I already knew he was going to pop off.
You could have been an early investor.
Yeah, you could have
elected
been an early
against it.
investor like
you
me.
could have gotten
Didn't
early.
say shit. You just asked me
You
to
could have
make an
been.
opinion, and now you're telling me you had the right opinion.
I would never be against
You know, he
that.
didn't have to disclose his opinion. His financials are very private. You can't
Yeah.
ask for that kind of thing.
You're a fraud.
Damn. 1 week of practice, no practice. It doesn't matter for this team.
No worries. Honestly, they could just wrap it up, I think. Head to Brazil now. Just chill for a little bit.
Yeah, this is going to be a bit tough in the next half.
Yeah.
The TSM obviously need, like, you know, pistol probably, but we saw the guard win every attacking round running the same comp. But they were doing reactive plays. They just waited for the Neon to push on one side of the map, and then they reacted properly to where, you know, where else they should go. Like if they push you in A holes, they were pivoting north. If they were pushing north side, they were pushing tree, that kind of stuff.
Entitled to.
I'm not sure TSM are going to have the same level of quick reactions
Yeah.
that the Valen and the rest showed.
Tens is a skilled player, but this is just not normally.
It isn't.
This can't
This
be.
is not normally, man.
Still, every time
Someone
I look
check
at this
his
Sentinels
PC.
team, I'm just like, I'm shocked. I'm still not used to like seeing this group of players together. Like seeing Tens and Zekken on the same team is just like absurd to look
Yeah,
at.
that is crazy.
Like you
talent.
feel like you just glance at it and it's just gonna be best team to ever touch Valorant. Thus far, could be.
If you think Tens is the best player in the world, drop a tier 1 sub.
The subs just start rolling in. Just like,
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome.
that was an easy grab, huh? All right, big pistol here.
And very slow so far as well.
Yeah, both
Look,
teams.
so playing the Cypher allows you to set up these kind of trap plays. They've got the cam set up in A halls, and then stun and Zekken would run at them. It doesn't look like it's going to be where TSM are going, but Def himself is then playing on the other side of the map. So he's got his cam for the trap play, and then he can fight with his trip on B. And that's something you can't really do with Killjoy. You can't have global
Yeah.
defensive presence like that.
That's true.
And this guy's spin.
Yeah,
I
I'm
love
not-
the artistic
30
shot.
seconds left.
Just an agent sprinting.
Good call from TSM. Free sight here. Sentinels can't really stop it all, but I'm imagining they want to go fast with this retake with Zekken and Saucy's utility. There's 2 already on the double flank here.
Take this.
Oh, this KJ is feeling the pressure.
Here.
Here.
Nobody next to her.
Look at Corey though on
Here,
this
by the way.
reflank. This could be huge if he can get under in time.
What?
But they're just smoked off now. The
Yeah,
Sen just has full sight. It's planted
everyone's
slant. This is going to be so tough.
off-site. What do we got?
Wait, frenzy
Okay,
moment?
there's your one.
Wait a second.
There we go.
One more
One
Cancino.
enemy remaining. Last
It's just up to
player
Pancata.
standing.
One.
Time.
Smokes in.
1v1.
Smoke the bomb or the choke point?
Whoa! Pancada didn't even flinch there.
Yeah.
Wow.
GMD's trying to do like jump peeks through the smoke and put him off.
Yeah.
I think GMD felt like hyper confident Pancada was still on.
Yeah, he wasn't sure. He really wasn't.
He's waiting for Pancada to take a shot,
Yeah.
right? He's trying to bait Pancada into shooting at him while he jiggles through the smoke so that he gets confirmation he's not on the spike.
No confirmation. Then the
Pancada
nerves
just
start
didn't give him
yeah.
a thing. Not
That's
one
tough.
thing.
That's a tough one to lose.
Ice cold.
Wow.
Such good patience.
God, I
Yeah.
can't believe you didn't believe in Sentinels, Josh. That's crazy.
It actually is kind
Wait,
of weird.
actually,
Yeah.
Sad.
hold on. Let's not
Weird what you were
backtrack.
telling me in the break as well,
Let's not
actually. As
backtrack here.
well.
What's up? Nah, man, I'm Sentinels day one. 10. Bro, I love Zekin. He was showing me his chemistry homework today.
Oh.
That shit's crazy.
Should go hard.
Could you do it?
No, I'm dumb now. What do you think? Streaming makes you an idiot.
Could you have ever done it?
Yeah.
At one
Back
point.
in the day.
What age? What was peak Ludwig intelligence age?
I went to college. I had a 3.4 cum laude.
What does that
Did you
mean?
actually graduate college?
I was cum laude.
What does that mean?
What do you mean, what does that mean? It means you average with like a certain GPA. If it's high enough, you're cum laude. If it's higher, you're magna cum laude.
Verified Coomer. That's what you're trying to say.
If it, well, then you're a summa cum laude. You're a verified coomer.
The Giga Coomers, if you get a
Yeah, the
4.0.
giga coomers of the intelligence world. By the way, a force from TSM. It's kind of working out.
Way.
Oh, this is such a great double swing.
oh, it did work out. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice from TSM.
Oh, the smiles are coming back.
You need a little ego boost, a little mentality boost, I should say.
That could actually be the swing back. They do say second round is better than winning first, right? In terms of the economy and how it works out.
Why?
It's a great question.
Bro, you
for
play this
another
game
person.
every day. Have
Oh,
a
I play
reason.
ranked and run it down A or B. What are you talking about? I play this game every day.
All
We
right.
pick a site and we go as quick as we can.
I like watching your streams. I make a lot of money on crypto sites.
I know, it's fucking you, isn't it? I'm convinced that Ludwig owns the sites because he's always watching. I don't know why.
I own the sites and I own the players you play against. They're in my pocket, bro. What do you think they're throwing?
We
Every
finally
game
found the
I'm
guy
in.
in charge of the crypto throwing ring.
I'm running
It's
the
you.
whole website.
This
It's me
guy's-
and Logan Paul. We log it down. Oh, that would have been really nice.
My camera is destroyed.
Zekin and his homework has always been a thing. I remember at LCQ 2021, like a year and a half ago, at that event, I was in their team room watching them scrim, and he would just like die in the scrim, pull out the homework, solve a problem, and then go back to scrim.
No way.
He had the homework up.
buy that.
He had the homework up. He was actually the biggest fucking grinder I've ever seen. This
That's
guy
steady.
completing the homework,
That is
completing high
crazy.
school, and just like
And competed
dominating
at
in
the highest
scrims
level
too.
possible.
That's so daddy.
No one else does that.
Yeah, nowadays he's just tweeting in between.
Yeah, I was
shit.
into that.
Yeah, that's his new homework.
You say no one else does that, but to be fair, most people don't have to do that. And most people, you know,
Yeah, most
It's not
people
like
are older.
Sassy's not also going to school.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe that's just lack of effort, honestly.
Yeah?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
He
yeah.
could be learning chemical engineering.
Yeah.
Just a backup option.
Hey, come on. You're not going to be 50 playing this game.
Right.
You never know.
You should start your chemical engineering
Start it early.
career at the age
Once you
of
go
50.
pro, then you have the time. Like, you're already pro at this point. Now you have some time for school. The hard part is getting there.
Yeah.
Imagine the resume. Yeah, I went to college for chemical engineering 30 years ago, and I have 30 years experience playing for all these pro teams. You know, I learned a lot while IGLing for my team. You know, just very aware of chemicals. It's a lot like the spells in Valorant. Just
Yeah.
very
Well,
on
Meeman, this is
You're
what...
playing a different game.
Yeah, wait, also, what do you think chemical engineering is?
I don't know. Engineering chemicals.
Yeah, we're looking for a wizard. We need a wizard and a mage on our Amazon team. But that's actually what happens in Smash. Because it doesn't pay enough to just be a pro, that everybody is like doing work in
Side
jobs.
hustles?
Yeah,
Running
like
crypto betting websites.
yeah, like Hungerbox was like he was an engineer for a while.
They had, wasn't there a guy on Astralis that was doing his degree while he was competing?
I don't know.
Kerrigan.
Yeah, there was. In
Kerrigan.
CS. Yeah, it was Kerrigan,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Was he actually?
Yeah. I can't remember what he was doing, though.
He
was doing
got
some
his
kind of engineering
master's in, was it business? I don't know, actually.
Was it really?
I forget. I forget what it was, but he did complete it while he was pro, going to events, all that jazz. So
That is mad.
It astounds me that some people can do so much and I do so little. You know?
Comparisons to Thief of Joy.
Yeah.
It's true. Be happy that you're quite slothful.
Just be
Josh.
happy, yeah.
Yeah, I am the happiest little sloth you've ever met.
There's a lot of pressure going for
Okay. Down.
He goes it's 20 HP, bro. Back up
You
on the
are
numbers.
kidding me.
My God, what is happening?
Come on, Nature. Imagine. You versus the world.
Show us now. Show us now. 1 versus 3. All odds against him.
You never expect Saucy here, surely.
There we go. There we
30
go.
seconds
This guy's
left.
a caster.
Multipliers through the roof right now.
Like whispering, build intention.
Working on my casting.
Yeah.
Nature.
Okay, I can't hear you, bro.
Yeah, you gotta pick up.
Oh, nice try. That's too tough.
Man, that's 20 HP.
I can't believe Sassy got away with
Yeah,
that.
the third one? Are you kidding
Man.
me?
No,
Yeah,
that's
get outta here.
ridiculous.
I feel like people sometimes forget to give Sassy his props. He's
Spike down A.
such an incredibly good player. He's been at the top of everything that... Whenever Brazil have been any good at this game, it's always been Sassy.
Yeah.
It's always been a team built around him. And Sadak, actually. But now the two have split up. They won their championship last year. And now, you know, half the team is on Sentinels,
Yep.
going as, like, kind of defending champions into Sao Paulo. And then half the team is still on Loud.
Was Saucy the IG on loud?
No, it was Sadak.
It was Sadak.
Sadak.
Gotcha.
But I think
he was the
Sassy's-
mid-round guy, right?
Yeah,
Sassy
Sassy's
contributed.
pretty
It's
the
vocal.
voice.
Yeah. I think he'll do a similar thing here where he's going to be secondary calling with Def.
Yeah.
We'll catch them.
On Xset, Def was only calling attacking sides. There's actually Aaron calling on the defensive side. So I imagine there's some kind of negotiation between them where both are getting
Yeah.
a good
Like-
voice in the team.
That's weird to have 2 different callers for each side. Personally,
It was quite
I mean,
unique to them, yeah.
I actually heard that Tens is calling on the eco rounds.
You
I
can't
heard
say that
Seconds
Reddit
calling
is going
pistols.
to
Yeah.
Reddit's
They
going to
just like to
latch
split
on,
it up.
and it's
Yeah.
going to be like the Yay thing all over again.
No, I spoke to Tens and he said he was calling on eco rounds.
He's got
I
that
believe
creative
that
mind.
Yay IGL thing, by the way.
You believe that?
I fell for that hook,
No.
line, sinker, yes.
Wait, what is it?
People were saying that Yay
Well,
was
they did an
IGL
interview,
in for a
right?
tournament.
They did like an interview where they trolled, I believe, as
Yeah.
well, and
Yeah.
they said that he was sitting in the center as well. But yeah, they just trolled everyone.
Just a hard troll.
Spike planted.
This is not really going to be that possible,
No.
but even though the economy's not going to be...
Round's ready.
Wait, maybe I spoke
But
too
yeah,
early.
actually 2v3.
You slept on Zekin.
The
Zekin
problem-
and Tens.
The problem is Nature and Seven are just so far away on a great position to swing. On the tap here, they've got nano swarms, they can swing from stairs.
There's no time.
It just doesn't
There's no
seem
time.
let's just save
doable
it.
at all.
One enemy remaining.
I think that's fine, Ten's dying there because he has his ult for next round.
Yeah, this game's not closed yet by any means.
No.
I think it's an open book. Chat, if you think Sentinels close this out, KW in the chat.
Oh my god. You think TSM closes out? Spam Dice of Cringe. The only thing that I like spamming more. Got him, got him, got him.
This is a tough call for Sen, though, whether or not you invest here, because you've got great ults, including Zekin's ult, where he doesn't really need to buy a rifle, but
Go, go,
the rest
go.
of them have just got scrap.
Yeah, they are investing though.
Yeah, huge round for TSM to pick up if they win it.
It definitely is.
Especially if they can get some of these ults out. Makes them feel like they have a chance in this one. Make them invest something and then try and snowball your way through when you get that ult advantage. Because they're going to have probably Seven's Killjoy lockdown online next. If they could maybe get like Tenkata's Brim ult out, that could be far more potent next round.
Yeah, we saw that explosive ult round on Fracture last time.
Look at the gamble here from Def, actually. Both of the pieces of his util got broken
Face
over
your
towards A,
fear!
and he just told all of his team to gamble stack B
Satchel out.
instead.
Welcome.
So now they're playing full retake
Want to fight it?
into a pit.
Oh.
This is going to be so tough. Do you choose to use all your ults here? You could Brim ult to push them in, like, out of the pit
Yeah.
and just send
They're
it.
going to.
You could breach
Brim
ult,
ult,
Brim ult
breach
too
ult.
and like microwave, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Do
think
all
it's
three.
Let's do the
possible.
combo here.
Yeah, they're going to try and fight halls off of it.
Send it! Oh, God.
They pushed them into the site. Now they use the rim ult, right? Is that the play?
Yeah, I think so. You want to be using it like right now.
Yeah, there it is.
They're in the corner. They're in the corner!
Oh, God. Jumped into it.
The mollies are perfect. Spam
Ult's
it's
down, but time's low, and I don't think it's going to be enough.
Corey.
Player standing.
Nice try.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, 1v1, no time.
Yeah, no.
He has to
He
save
has
this. He has to get half.
him.
Oh,
Wait,
does he have
Wait a
it?
minute!
No, I don't think so.
Oh my
That is crazy.
0.29.
No way, dude.
What a sick clutch.
What?
That is nasty.
No, I don't believe it.
I don't know how you mentally get over that if you're
I don't
TSM down
believe
4 rounds
it.
now.
If
There's no
they'd lost that
shot.
round, they'd be broken as well. 3 ults,
they had-
all their guns.
Why was
And
it
then-
no suck ready to go?
They had pit down. They didn't plan for the open. They planted safe behind default.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, that wouldn't have helped. Actually,
It would have helped the player holding drop.
Oh, yeah.
it would. Yeah.
I think they were just afraid of getting spammed in the pit, wanted to make sure they could get
Yeah.
through, but because they knew Def was there but weren't aware if a second player was. It's just tough.
God damn.
All right, let's see the resiliency from TSM. Because they still have a good ecos. Goodbye.
That's a tough one. What?
Huh?
I think he was trying to get someone from maybe like behind box to
Not a raise,
swing
man. You don't
forward.
get-
Trying to justify the mystery
You don't
somehow.
get, no,
find
you
a
don't
way.
get the race. You don't get the race, please.
Wait, he's got 2 spam
Yeah,
kills?
that's 2
Yeah.
spam kills. I mean,
TSM are just getting unlucky.
I'm gonna have to
here,
perform
too.
a PC check soon here. Oh yeah, I don't care about that. I don't need my health. I'm still alive.
That
aren't
is
I?
so Chad from Zekken. That is so Chad.
That is.
And
He
they're
actually
already
just ignored
defusing.
it.
They have no vision
Yep.
on the
They
bomb.
just need to keep these guns.
Oh my god.
Wow, what? The bomb is defused already?
Yep.
What's going on? That round was so quick. Was that like a tilt rush from TSM low key?
I mean, as soon as they lost those 2 players through the
smokes,
no
yeah,
vision
that's true.
spam,
That's true.
3v5, it's just...
It's done, right?
What are you gonna do?
That was unlucky.
Those are your 2 players that are trying to play from main to have the crossfire.
That's what I say after I lose 2. That was unlucky.
Okay, well, it's unlucky when Sentinels does cringe spam through smoke.
Don't call it cringe. It's called skill.
It's super cool they do it. It's super cool to die through
It's
smoke
super
when
cool that
Sentinels
they
does
get
it.
kills through smoke.
I'd be honored if Tens killed me through smoke.
We should have a
Little bro
gentleman's
thinks he can play
agreement.
verse 10s.
Gentleman's agreement, you're just not allowed to spam if you can't see the player.
Agreed.
What?
You have to take honorable duels.
Ah.
Like 17th century war. It's just one player, they go to mid, they do a 1v1.
You
have
may
to wait
not
until
use
you
your
see
Vandal.
Yeah,
till
you have
see
to
the
wait
whites
until
of
you
the
see the
eyes.
whites of their
Yeah.
eyes.
That'd be like a cool way to
Does
do
that work?
PKs.
Will that do enough? No, surely not, right?
Dude,
Yeah.
he do
Was
be
it doing
cooking though.
damage?
He was definitely, Tens was cooking there.
Yeah,
But
that'd have been wild.
Not
That
a
didn't
particularly
work.
good dish.
no.
This is TSM's map, right?
Yes.
I
no.
think so. Maybe.
I don't know.
It should be.
I think it is.
It should be TSM's map.
Chat knows.
Confirm TSM's map.
Okay.
By nature.
Damn.
Is that a 4K for nature?
Yeah.
Yeah. Light
Okay,
work.
okay. Bark back.
You nervous yet?
Me?
I see you shaking your leg a little bit there.
I'm not gonna lie, the whole couch is jiggling right now.
Sorry.
Tarek's got
I'm
his like.
getting excited at the thought of a win right here.
You're getting antsy, bro.
Nature's been playing pretty well. One of the players we haven't really been able to watch for a long time playing in Tier 1, but he's had some good performances
Yeah,
so
he's
far.
looking
He's
pretty
dropped
good.
21 so far in 20 rounds.
Yeah, leading the entire field.
Yeah. That's pretty sick.
Face your fear.
Ooh,
I don't think that
fatal?
ult's gonna hit
No,
anything.
it
it
didn't
might have
get
just caught the
anyone.
tail end of the neon there, but
It's good info though for TSM knowing that. Actually,
They can hop back
use
up
the
easily.
I don't know
power
if it is.
immediately anyway.
because I think they only heard one ding off the ult, so they might not know it's a 3
Second
second.
one?
Oh my god!
That is disgusting.
Oh my god!
No.
That was disrespectful.
Bro, just like...
We have to stop him. We have to stop him. When he comes down, we have to stop him. I have to have a stern talking to that
That
guy.
is screwed up.
Like this.
Oh my...
Is he half British?
Oh.
That was crazy.
Dude, there's no shot. Wait.
What a 10 flash setting that up?
Yeah, that was right. That was a KO flash.
Best
that
KO in the
thing,
world,
man.
I'm telling you.
Damn.
He just got 2 more assists based off that.
What'd
Yeah,
they
let's
say?
check the assists at the end. It might be like 20 for him.
No, he had more. He had 20
No, did he?
before that round.
Oh, wow.
He had like
That's
21
crazy.
heading into that round.
Team plays out of control.
Yeah.
That is.
All right, they're coming. They're coming.
Try to see what we can grab. over
Where is
here.
it?
Just insta-pathing out the back door.
Yeah, there's
They don't want anything to do with
Are
us.
they?
They all leaving?
No, just
No.
wait. Are
They
they?
don't want to talk to us.
No.
They're all dipping. They're all dipping. Zekin's still up there.
They've been taking it seriously.
There he is.
Yo, Zekin and Tens, you guys want to say hi? Hey, Tens.
Bro, he don't know you like that. Yo, Zekin. Get over here. Pop a squat, bro.
Here, give him my answer.
No, he got this. He got this. What the hell was that?
I had no bullets. And I forgot I had a pistol, so I just, I don't know.
You started swinging. You started swinging it as fast
How'd
as
you feel
could.
about the game as a whole?
We played really good. That's our first time playing the map, so.
No
yeah,
way.
it's
That's
pretty
your
good.
first time playing.
Yeah.
They're so good without
We
practice,
haven't had that much
bro.
practice.
It's
but,
their thing, dude.
How much practice have you had? Because we played 2 weeks, 1 week, more or less.
we've been practicing for a week, but we haven't gotten much on this map yet.
Sweet.
But, we're flowing pretty well. It's pretty good.
Guys,
You guys are just cooking.
Yeah, look at this. You're just
Look at this.
Rory was dead and watching me, and he just yelled, "What the fuck are you doing?"
And now you get to look back and be like, yeah, I was making the right play. So
That was optimal.
After further review, you did the right play there. No, but you guys played great.
I want to ask you about Pancada, because we don't know from the outside like what his English level is like and stuff like that. So I think people have just been speculating like that might be a problem for you guys or whatever. What is it like at the moment?
He was quiet at the start, but like every day it's been a steady improvement, and he's a pretty loud calmer now that he has everything down. So
Right, right. Is it like noticeable that it was a struggle? Like when he's playing at the moment, can you notice the fact that he's not a fluent English speaker?
You could tell at the start, because like the only thing he would come at the start would just be information and not like ideas like, oh, you should come with me, we should do this. But like as the practice has gone on, he's gotten better and better at that, and now it's just like he's one of them.
And you're talking literally over the span of 1 week.
Yeah.
Right.
and you're
okay,
picking up a
so-
bit of Portuguese in that time too, I imagine.
I'm asking them to teach me how to curse. They don't want to do it.
Wow, cowards.
I feel
Oh,
like
that's
that'll come
fair.
on its own. Maybe they'll start cursing just naturally. Like after
Yeah, just
something
get
goes
mad at
wrong.
him.
Just start cursing at each other.
You do that to him, he'll start cursing. Well, that was game 1. I'm assuming you feel pretty good.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the tournament overall? Is it chiller? Is it like less stressful as your first outing?
Yeah, I think for a first outing, it's definitely a chill kind of experience. Just to kind of get like the training weights off, I guess, and get our first experience as a team in. I think the guys aren't really feeling the pressure. They're all playing great. They're all having fun. So I think it's a good time.
Okay. Yeah, that's shocking because everybody in the chat has you as the favorite to win this whole event. So I'd assume there'd be some pressure, and then also you guys being so new, there'd be a difficulty in capitalizing off all of your individual talents. But it feels like everything clicked.
Yeah, it feels like it's clicking right now. We're doing good.
Fair enough.
What's
all right.
the dynamic like, real quick, with Def, who was calling for you guys on Xset? I know you were also kind of splitting the duties then between him and Aaron, and Saucy had a voice back at Loud. Who's kind of bringing up most of the ideas for your team now?
It's pretty similar to the system where we had on Xset, where Rory would be the main guy, and if we needed someone for an idea, it would be him, but everyone can contribute an idea. So I was contributing a bit that game, Saucy was contributing a bit that game, just bringing things from our different teams in. So
Sure.
just if anyone has an idea, it goes. It's pretty good.
Also, last thing, Tens off the Duelist, you're playing the Neon. Is that something we can expect to continue, or will he be pulling out the Jet?
We're experimenting. If it works,
No
we'll
leaks here.
stick with it.
No leaks. He's
No
airtight.
leaks.
Look at this pro. My God.
We have another map as well. We might be able to figure it out.
We'll see. We'll see. Hey, anyway, get back to it. Appreciate it. Nice to meet you, man.
Thanks, Second.
Yeah.
Damn.
What a little sweetie that guy is.
Yeah.
Never say it to his face.
We didn't ask him about his homework. Should have done that.
No. I don't
Next
think
time.
he wants to talk about that. It's the weekend, bro. You're being cringe. Time and place.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, time for a break. Little bathroom, little food. Chat, we'll be back in a bit. Map 2. Pearl.
Yep.
See how it goes.
In gaming, latency can shift fortunes in seconds, or even in mere fractions of one. The time it takes for a signal to go from mouse click to monitor can make all the difference. That's why Asus ROG is introducing the world's first RLA-compatible ecosystem, which measures and optimizes your system latency. Get an RLA-enabled ecosystem from Asus ROG so your hits don't turn into misses. Because in gaming, milliseconds matter.
I was walking out one evening late. Moon was rising high. Headed for the riverside. Around us fuss and fight.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe. Striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night. This summer night, this summer night. Sleeping in the back of a van, roaming in the wilderness. We don't ever need a plan. We'll be alright, just you and I. Singing from the top of our lungs, dancing by the lakeside. Gonna do it while we're young. In a moment it will all be gone. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night. This summer night, this summer night. This summer night, this summer night. Someday we will look back, and our hearts will be whole again. I want to remember all that happened to us. 'Cause I wanna drive.
Map 1 done, and we got some special guests, members of the Guard, Valentex, Nat.
Yo.
What's up, guys?
What up? What up?
After your win, now we get to watch this. What do you guys think so far? You guys predicted 2-0 Sentinel or TSM, so
No, I said 2-1.
You predicted every possible
2-1
scoreline.
TSM.
You can't just claim that every single thing you said was your prediction. I don't think that's how that works.
Look, 2-1 TSM. I'm coping. I just want to see an upset. That's it.
Okay.
Sentinels is looking insane. Apparently that was their first time playing Fracture
That
ever.
was, yeah.
They looked that good, so
That's wild.
it might be over for TSM.
That's
I'm sorry,
ridiculous.
but, yeah.
And I can already see the narratives right now because, like, Sentinels in the past, everybody's like, oh, where's the strats, whatever. And that now people, they didn't even practice, and people are going to be like, oh, my God, they were so drilled.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we can share this.
So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. 13-8. Next map's Pearl, I think. Any
Sassy's
surprises?
insane.
Dude, Sassy
I mean,
and
we know
Pencott.
that.
Hey, Brazil's on top right now.
Brazil,
They
yeah,
were going
They
crazy
saved
for
NA.
it.
Thank
They
you.
were. They were. Brazil was playing great.
I heard Pencott is just like a demon in scrims. Like,
Yeah.
the scariest person to play against.
How do you guys feel about the 10's KO?
He looked good. He actually looked good on KO.
So much like great use of his
Oh, sorry. It looked really great. His flashes and his knife usage was actually,
Yeah.
timing was very good for information because I think with that comp especially, on defense, the stopping power isn't really there. So I feel like it's all about rotation timings with the Neon, using your KO knife to have complete people in the right places.
Yeah.
So I'd say TENS was a crucial part.
You saw the molly? I think we all tried that once.
Oh, he tried to molly the
That was a
KO.
nice
We all
try.
tried it once, right? But he did it in a match. I respect that.
Is it possible to do that or no?
No.
No. okay.
It's too low, right? Like on Haven or on Ascent, it would work.
I think if the player's there, they might be tall enough to like eat 1 tick of damage, but the lockdown is just like so short that it doesn't do anything.
Oh, really?
I think so. But it'll never actually happen in a match.
Well, I just learned the other day that you could updraft out of a brim ult, so.
Really?
Somebody told me that.
Like double updraft?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Like
write that
vertically,
down.
you're out of the remote.
Somebody told me that.
That is cap. That has to be cap.
No,
bro.
you can double updraft out of a Brimble as a jet.
Somebody
Get
told
out
me
of
that.
here.
Well, I feel like this was like the kind of.
What is this?
What
What did I just Yo, come on, that's
Play that
uncensored
again.
content right there.
That felt like the
We,
kind of shit where someone's like, "Oh, you Alt F4 to get cheats in your game," and you believed
I mean,
it.
to be fair, yeah,
Updraft out of a remote.
it's my boy Shy Wager, so he
He
definitely
definitely,
Yo, do
yeah.
you guys know if you can, if I brim ult my teammate's KJ ult, will it break it or no? No?
No.
It doesn't do enough damage?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it just doesn't do any damage to your
no,
teammates'
it does
stuff
teammates. It
anymore.
does damage to your teammates ult,
your
right?
teammates, but
yeah.
not you
But, like, I don't think it will kill
It'll
it.
do- it won't do enough to kill it?
Oh,
okay.
the damage reason.
That's what we were talking about, because on this map, you can put it above and then put it below as well. So if the Brim ults it, will it kill his teammates? We were wondering, but I guess not, yeah.
Oh, Sasu was nasty.
So
nasty.
His 3K
it's
and
so
aim
crazy
where he
that
just
they've like
repeat was insane.
barely practiced it.
Dude, that is some
His
really
their
good
retakes
stuff.
was
Saucy's
insane.
utility looks, Saucy's utility on Breach is insane.
I swear there was like new things that he was doing almost every round.
That's a Phantom one, but you can't
Yeah.
do that.
Yo, this was nice. He didn't retap the bomb, so he
What-
thinks he's sticking it. He runs through.
What do you think of smoking Spike or Tower there? What would you do?
As a CT, definitely the bomb.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Went for the Tower. Pearl's up next. Do you guys think Zekin's going to continue on Neon, or are we going to see something different? Are we going to see TENS float?
Yeah.
Let's just say you guys are in for a surprise.
Oh,
for this
really?
Map. Yeah, for sure.
For this map you're talking about?
No
yeah,
leaks?
it's Pearl. No
Yes.
leaks. I'm not
No
leaking.
leaks, we're in for a surprise?
If nothing has changed, you're in for a surprise.
Ooh.
What's that mean?
What's y'all's take on new TSM?
Either of them. I don't know what that means. I don't know what he's talking about. We haven't even played that. We haven't scrimmed ever.
He's
Are you just
honestly
lying?
building a storyline. He's building a storyline.
hey,
I like
hey,
it.
hey.
You guys are in for a crazy surprise right now. No leaks,
It's
though.
about to be like the most basic comp ever, bro.
What's the take on new TSM though? Because you said that you guys were scrimming them before you realized you were playing in the same tournament. Is this about what you expected from scrimming them before, above or below?
I think in scrims, honestly, like I had higher expectations for them, but I'm not saying that they're not necessarily out. You know what I mean? First map
Sure.
doesn't dictate the whole thing, but I thought Nature is a great piece, and I think he's a great player. So I think he's adding a lot of value. Like I thought last map he played very well. They just had some unfortunate moments where they couldn't capitalize.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was playing insane. I wonder if there's a difference between like some of the I mean, you guys have been together as a core for a long time, and some of these new teams that are practicing a lot, because TSM has been playing for a long time as that roster now. And then as soon as like some of these experienced teams like Sentinels, for example, start playing, all of a sudden the level goes like crazy in officials in comparison to like what we're seeing in scrims.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I heard Sentinels was like not doing well in scrims.
Oh, they weren't?
Yeah,
No.
I mean,
Oh.
I haven't seen their results, but usually that's how it goes. Like, to be honest, the better teams always struggle at the beginning.
Yeah.
Just because like they're trying to play proper and develop their protocols and all
True.
that. And then the teams that are just pugging around always are insane. They have their honeymoon phase. But yeah, Sentinels will be insane, especially they've only practiced for like a week. So, you know, another week, like another month before Brazil, like they'll be insane.
Is it a worrying sign if you're playing well in scrims? Like I mean, it probably wouldn't be, but like you're worried that like yo, we're playing way too good in scrims. Like match time rolls around, there's like this is actually kind of concerned. Like what are we gonna fix, right?
I think it depends how you're winning.
Yeah, if
If
you're winning like
just
in a team
winning, like if
fashion.
you're taking terrible fights and you're
Yeah.
just winning by like winning duels because you're scrimming against maybe not as good players, then like you're gonna get dominated in a match. But if you're like winning scrims like in a consistent way,
Yeah.
where like you're playing out the round, you're playing a mid round,
Playing
you're,
proper.
you're playing,
Yeah.
you're trying,
Yeah.
Trying new
then like
things.
you know, I think it's not really.
Depends on
worrying.
how you're approaching
yeah,
it. I
it
totally
depends on how
agree
you
with that.
reflect on the scrim too.
It could go both ways.
All right, let's see the surprise, Valen.
oh yeah,
let's-
please
I want
pull
to see what he's
something
talking
out.
about. I don't know what he's talking about.
Please pull something out, bro, so I'm right.
Standard, standard.
What does Tens play, though?
Oh.
Double duelist. Is this the surprise?
Oh.
No leaks.
No
leaks.
Wow.
No Sentinel.
Jet Neon, no Sentinel.
That's pretty crazy.
That is
Wait,
cringe.
and they're playing
Word
Chamber.
on the street.
Wait, they're still playing Chamber on this map.
Listen, word on the street is Tens has been dashing in sights, just 3King everyone solo Dola.
Wait.
That's word in the scrim.
That's not how I play. I be dashing in my smoke, waiting for the second guy.
Wait,
to
you're not even dashing in. Don't lie. You don't have to lie.
I saved my dash.
You dash backwards somehow. It's fine.
Bro, I'm not gonna dash into the danger.
Dang, that's crazy. This is literally a flash back into the past with Sentinels TSM back in double duelist meta.
What do you guys think about playing Chamber at this point in time? Because I feel like this is one of those maps where like you see some of the potential. Like B, you can maybe still take that peek, get a TP out. There's probably some potential A, but it feels like it's going to be kind of difficult to get value on attack.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
My only guess is that they're going to put him in a main because I think the only like decent TP you can put is the Chamber main. He holds that up line, and maybe they have the Astra towards B just holding it down because I can't really see a great use of Chamber outside of that, but maybe he'll surprise me.
Yeah.
Well, Sentinel's set up for kind of a mid push here. They have both duelists ready if this flash hits.
Oh my God.
This is how you play double duelist, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, him getting one is big though.
Yeah.
That was
B for free.
an insane flash too from Def all the way down B-Link.
They can push spawn as well. They could even wrap all the way to A, get funky with they're taking Spike into
Wow,
spawn.
they're pushing spawn.
Pure ranked.
Sen is ready for it.
Last player standing. Spike down.
Yep, Chamber's insane. I knew it.
One bullet.
This Chamber pick is so crazy to me still.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know.
Yeah, if you're gonna pick a
is it like a
Sentinel,
gimmick test or? I don't know. Is this what you were talking about, by the way, with the surprise?
No.
This is a pretty big surprise.
Sentinels was the surprise.
Okay, I see. Because that's also a surprise. We got double surprise.
I know.
double surprise. I mean, if you're gonna pick a Sentinel, why not just go Killjoy? But I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll learn something. Let's see.
This is like a limit test to me.
Yeah.
Who's playing KJ on
I don't know.
Fracture
Chamber doesn't really
for TSM?
doesn't really make sense at all.
Oh, 7.
7, okay.
Yeah.
So now Corey, I mean, maybe it's just because they want the op. That's like, that's it.
Yeah.
Write that down.
Nice little team flash. Saucy's alone here against this art push. Everybody's rotated already from Sentinels.
Probably.
My question is, how is Sentinels going to play this defense? They're going to have so many open gaps because I feel like Pearl is a map where you really capitalize off of making the enemy team over-rotate, then you just take that space and split on the other bomb site. So I feel like playing defense for them is going to be pretty, like, it's going to be very on Zek and intense to get those opening duels for them.
Yeah, it's interesting. With Tens, I feel like he's almost going to just kind of play like back when Chamber was meta, where he just does his Chamber cosplay and it's just like hard anchoring B long, like every time once it gets off.
So unlucky.
Damn.
2 for 2 there is not bad.
And the anti-eco.
Good craziness, but they gave up all the B space.
Yeah.
Is Nature gonna walk out?
Ten's alone with the Marshal against it, so.
Problem with no Sentinel.
Yeah.
30 seconds left.
No problem.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Another flank coming in from GMD after this too.
Here. Spike planted.
That's fast.
Okay. I have missed Tens with the Marshal.
2v3. We're going for a flank.
Last player standing.
It's way too late now.
Wait, this is the biggest flank of all time.
Don't worry.
This is a net flank.
Oh, let him cook.
Oh, thank you.
Whoa.
Oh, thank you.
Yo, this stinger on land is crazy.
And yeah.
Yeah, how have you guys
and
found
the
it? Because this
frenzy.
is a real land, and you
Yeah.
guys haven't gotten to play real land since what, Reykjavik?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. The Stinger's crazy.
Yeah,
the
Stinger's
Frenzy's insane on land.
Stinger melts. Bro.
Tex, is this your first time playing on the proper
Technically,
land client in Valorant?
Yeah, it is. Definitely feels insane.
Yeah.
Every gun's just on roids,
feels
right?
so
Like
good.
everything is just so.
Yo, the
like Figure's
Phantom-
advantage is probably not that apparent, right?
No,
Yeah,
no.
nah,
Like,
if you don't flash an
online is
angle
so
and he's
apparent.
off-angled, you're done.
You can hold someone and kill them easily.
Yep.
That's probably so
The
nice.
Phantom is crazy.
Dude, when they pop Neon, it feels like you're playing against Superman. It's so hard
I
to kill him.
know.
He just
Yeah, no, you
lasers
actually have no
you.
chance.
He just lasers you. It's crazy, dude.
It
a
actually
B push
becomes
on the
whatever
left side.
it fears.
Need that back.
Yeah, so much control, but I think what we saw in the first game was like anytime you took that B long control, what are you gaining from that? Like you can rotate early, but if they start pressuring you back, you're have to re-rotate all that space.
Yeah.
Just for info, honestly.
Yeah.
The thing is, I
Careful
feel like
here.
you have to have someone help you at B, though. Because, like, if Zekken was alone right now, that's just like a 50-50. Are they going to clear you or not? But because he has to stay and help, like, their mid and their A side is definitely weaker. But, yeah, I wish TSM was pushing in a little bit more. Because they know they have no Sentinels, so taking more mid-map control would make the exception.
10 seconds left.
What do you guys think? Top Neon players. Zekken's got to be up there.
Oh, Zekken for sure.
Zekken's up there.
One enemy
Who else?
remaining.
After playing Saya, you put him up there now?
Neon's pretty good.
No, oh yeah, Saya's up there, Neon.
Victor maybe?
Yeah,
Vic,
Victor's up
for
there.
sure.
For
Victor
sure.
for sure.
He was like the pioneer. They were like
Who's
one
the
of
Neon
the
for DRX? He's really, is it RB?
RB, yeah.
RB,
RB's
yeah.
really good at Neon, especially on Fracture. He owns every time. they
Damn,
play
chat
him.
is spamming Victor. Yo, our bad. Our bad. Yo, someone said Baby J.
Baby J.
Baby J.
Baby J's
Baby
Neon.
J is really good Neon.
That was crazy.
Zelsus does have a good.
He's also does have a good Neon.
What do you guys value? The movement or like what are the best things about the best Neon
Knowing when to
players?
stop.
Yeah, I think the stun timings on defense especially are the most important part.
With Chamber.
With Chamber. Yeah, true.
I actually think Asuna is a good Neon. We forgot about him too. He's a pretty good Neon.
I said top 3 and now we're just listening to everybody.
Whoa. This guy cheating?
It's a land angle.
Everyone's looking crisp on land. I gotta say, like the shots, they're connected.
Yeah, low-key I'm surprised too, because like after all this time, you'd expect like some whipping, right?
Yeah.
Whiffage.
It's like hard to whiff in this game.
It's hard to whip. Yeah.
I'm gonna whiff next series, dude. Why did I say
You're
that?
so
Why
hard.
did I say that, bro?
You just
remember this moment.
I mean, to be fair, both
Last
you guys on the
player
guard and Sentinels have said that just like the
Spike down
vibe has
A.
just been super chill. Probably a lot less pressure as like the international lands at the big stage. Like here, you're just we're playing in a bedroom. Nice.
Yeah, no, for sure. Especially
fun
not
fact
being
next
on
to me.
stage, like I don't know. You don't really feel. It doesn't really feel like you're playing like a big, tournament.
Did you feel that like big pressure at Reykjavik even when it was without an audience?
Without a crowd?
Yeah.
I would say it was more so like all the stuff we did before the game that just like adds pressure slowly, because like you have to get there like 3 hours before the game starts, so you're just sitting like waiting, and then you get your makeup and you got cameras all on your face. Like for us, it was the first time, so it was a little weird, but now we're chilling.
Yeah. And I think that's a big thing for the franchise teams that are playing in this one, just kind of getting the vibes down before Brazil.
Yeah. I mean, for us, like being in Challengers, being able to play on a LAN server to like see how it feels again is pretty big, because if we do well, we end up going to like the Ascension tournament at the end of the year. Like we're gonna have that advantage.
Even for Sentinels, I think they like only just met their Brazilian teammates like a week ago. Like they've probably never been able to hang out in person before. It's just something I felt like you guys have done really well. Like it's always been boot camps for the guards, always playing together in person. Do you feel like that has a big impact?
Yeah, for sure. Like we played in LA, like in our facility, so being together, you just get like more efficient practice, it feels like. So that's another thing about Sen, like because they haven't had that boot camp stage yet of being together, like once they build that bond, like they're gonna be even more insane.
I think what I'm noticing so far with the Sentinels comp is that it's really weak if you're able to really draw out the round and spread them apart, because you saw that I think Nature and someone else and Ali were able to isolate a fight against Mankata.
Yep.
And I think pretty much this retake's going to be impossible, so Zekken's going to pretty much have to go hero mode with this wall, so let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Is correct.
Ooh, okay. Little Casa
You casting it?
Yeah.
Hey, that's all I got, bro. Someone else take over.
Good, bro. Keep it up.
I was about to go crazy, but
Go crazy right now.
All right, looking like a 4v5 retake going on. We got Tens in the back line ready to kill everybody when they start playing post plant. Sassy just got knife 6, 5, 4.
All right, let's chill, man.
That's a good count.
Nature.
Damn.
Def is yeah. Sassy's eyeing. He's eyeing. Everyone look at the eye. The eye. He's dead. He's dead. GG.
GG. You only
Round is
counted
done.
one
The round is
person.
done.
That was the round.
This guy picked his favorite player and commentated him on.
Commentated the round.
What is this, bro?
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Yup, he's a top beyond.
Oh.
Yup, he's a top jet.
Yo,
Tens is the best player.
magic, bro.
Oh.
But no time.
Wow.
No money.
Actual magic.
Yeah, your money is gone.
That's actually a good reset round.
That is huge.
All part of the plan.
What the hell?
I mean, they have to save now. No, never mind.
Let him cook.
Wow.
My
Chamber
goodness.
Look at him, 10-2 and 9-1. That's why you run double duelist. Wake up.
Wake up.
Why are you running a sentinel?
And this is funny because this is probably the map that they've practiced.
While you guys are watching a match together, it's like, bro, what are we doing? Why the hell are we not running double duelist? We're behind the meta. Damn it.
Let him cook.
You want to play? Let's play.
I haven't heard that in a while.
That's actually true.
You want to play? Let's play.
I know, true.
It's
true.
so nice. I never
Gives
want
me
to hear it
shivers
again.
now. You get
It's like an
chills.
urban legend.
They took the control again, but this time Tens is just sitting there with an op instead of Zekin being up there.
Nice off angle. Hasn't popped dash yet either, so
Very
maybe once he
patient.
hears util.
Curious what Zekin's doing right now. He just peeked all the way double doors.
My God.
Here's this off angle.
Is he gonna flash?
Gumda.
Oh.
Oh wow.
It's so slow! It's so slow!
He stays. He
Oh my God.
Wait, no.
It's the headshot.
Pop your
How's
knives.
he alive?
Double
I
up
don't
draft.
know what is happening.
Help.
Oh, Zekin gave him the wall, and they might think he's gone.
Oh,
I
wow.
mean,
Okay.
Corey's good for 3.
30 seconds left. Last player standing. Long.
wow.
Yeah, just delete the agent.
I mean,
I'm sensing a crumble right now. I don't know.
yeah,
It
this
feels
is,
like it's falling apart.
Well, you also have to see, I mean, Def is just giving such good support to Tens in that round specifically. Every single flash, it feels like is landing. He's always chasing him down.
We got a timeout here.
Yeah. I feel like TSM's biggest issue right now is they're not utilizing mid and they're not making Sentinels over-rotated. They're not opening up the gaps, which is the biggest flaw of no Sentinel comps. They're kind of playing into exactly what Sentinels wants, which is just those 5 hits.
Yeah, you
or
keep
just showing
mentioning
an area, and every time they've shown an area, they just hit that like 30 seconds later. So I think they're really going to have to switch up their playstyle to come on top here. Yeah.
I love how much they've been switching the positioning for Zekin too. That was the first time they actually kind of like prodded mid link, and Zekin was just on the most cringe possible off angle, just sitting ready. Like with this double duelist, you can just pivot your setup pretty much like every single round if you want to just give as much flexibility for both these players to just take early fights, and TSM just keeps walking into it.
Yeah. I want to see.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I want to see TSM lean more into like a 1-3-1 style, because they're like Zekin's kind of solo playing an area, just controlling an area. So
Yeah.
if they take like fast alley control and they pivot back into art for an A split or something like that, instead of just going straight into it, they're gonna find a lot more success, because when Sentinels goes for the reclear, it's gonna take a lot of time because they don't have a Sentinel to like hold map control. So they're gonna pull players to reclear the area, and you just hit the opposite.
It also does feel like the reclear is a little more difficult with this comp, because you're giving up a lot of the like initiator tools that you normally are playing with on this
Right.
map.
It's kind of just like you have to peek it, and
Yeah.
hopefully you kill them. But hey, they're good at killing, so let them cook. 22 and 3 combined.
Let 'em
Zekin and
cook.
Tens, damn.
3 deaths combined.
Or sorry, for some reason I thought they were playing without a fade. They are playing with a fade, but still difficult with the double duelist.
And now we finally do have that eco from TSM. One saving grace is Corey with Headhunters, but really haven't seen much with the chamber yet. Hard to lead without that TP now.
Oh, for sure.
Watch this.
It's popping general.
Tex, have you experimented a lot
Oops.
with new TP yet?
You know, there's been a little experimentation.
Okay.
I'd say they've butchered the agent
There.
completely. But that's, you know, it's okay. We have Jet.
It's a fair take.
If they butchered Jet, then, well, Tarik and I are home.
Oh, no.
Keep your gun out.
Oh, God.
Please.
There's 3!
How is he alive?
Oh! Free guns!
Dude, ecos are always the hardest round to win. I'll say it here first.
Seems like their
Wait,
timeout
10 is
really.
alive, everyone chill.
Pancata 2.
Hold up.
They have tents.
2 demons alive.
Spike
Hit
planted.
tab, the round is not over.
No, not even using his stars, just dry peeking out on the site.
Oh, no.
It's happening.
That was one of the guns.
It's happening.
Face your fear.
He's really worried about backside.
One enemy remaining.
I know he's mad because he ulted.
Uh-oh.
This is done.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, he knows he's off.
Pancott doesn't lose these.
Oh, my God.
Just doesn't. This guy is so scary.
That.
Yeah, that was big.
Oh, wow.
Makata looks so calm and collected in the clutch every time.
He does, right? I feel that too.
Clutch
Champions
Gene.
winners, man.
Yeah.
Where do you get the gene, man?
Yeah. Can
It's all
I
luck,
get
bro.
it later on? Is it like, can
Like a vitamin I can take? Like a clutch vitamin?
take 2 of these a day. After a year, you'll be okay. Damn.
Yeah.
Is it just me? But I can't see when I tried to use this crosshair. I could not see when I tried to use it.
Yeah, especially on 1920, it's so tiny and
About
pretty big.
there.
I would say it's pretty big.
Wait, this
everyone
one.
to their own.
That's like average size, no?
Oh wow. Oh come on, we're giving that
Spike
kill? I
down
never get that
mid.
kill in ranked
That's what I'm
even.
saying.
They usually like 3 different pieces of Utah flying at me.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, they've been trapping him so much and playing a little passive that I think you can get a little more greedy, right? Oh, don't do it again.
Oh no.
They're really gambling.
Oh,
And there's 2 rifles right behind it.
One enemy
oh my God,
remaining.
the trades are perfect.
Spike down
They're
A.
just perfect. What do you do?
Perfect.
Does it kind of feel like at this point, Def is reading the situation so well that like he's downloaded TSM?
Yeah, I mean, if Def is the one making all these adjustments, for sure. I mean, defense is usually a lot more of just like a group collective on changing up your setups and being proactive. So whoever's like the voice, whoever's being the voice of the defense is insane because they're being so proactive off of timings and reclears that even with no sentinel, it makes them look like they have all the map information, which is really important.
Concealment.
GG.
Oh, wow. Mr.
James
Cobb?
Cobb?
Spoke too soon.
Mr. Cobb.
30 seconds left.
Nope, 10's alive. Good try, though.
Such a cringe gun, dude.
You're the one that uses that gun. I say the same shit.
Was that you said that? It's okay, guys. 7-1 Brazil.
Oh,
no.
No.
Don't bring it up every single time.
My bad. We love Brazil.
We love you, Brazil. Don't
We
worry.
love Brazil.
Brazil.
We love you, Brazil. Monka W.
This round's actually going to be a big turning point. TSM has really good ults, but they have a pretty mediocre buy. They're looking to, I guess, half buy?
This could be it, though, if they squeak it through.
Yeah.
Let's be real here.
It's the call.
What are we being real about?
10's and Zek can have like 30 kills right now. The game is done.
Nah, don't count them out yet.
Yeah, stack of ults. One thing we didn't even mention was the Rays on this map.
Oh,
Some
they're
teams have
double
picked it.
opping.
Wait.
Double duelist, double op?
We love that.
That's foul.
That's crazy, no?
That is.
That's a
That's a
discipline. Left to
DQ,
fall off
surely.
there.
That's a DQ.
DQ straight to jail. I mean, they walked all the way art and now reclearing into B-Link.
And Dens is here with an op, of course.
Oh.
This smoke is going to fade soon.
I really like how TSM played this round, though.
Oh.
Yeah, TSM's
He has
like
two
they're
off.
finally.
Why do you press dash?
Oh!
And a free
I
off.
kind of like that strat from TSM.
Yeah, that was nice.
Wait.
Steal that. Write that down.
You guys
Oh, that quad is so good.
Ooh, I saw it actually.
James hits that. That's my dog.
30 seconds left. Grenade.
Oh,
That's 2 people.
Spike planted.
I think unless TSM peek and overthrow, then this should be a TSM win.
Nature with the op.
nature.
It's the Brazilians. Never count them out. All right, count them out.
No, these guys have won a championship.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
wait. They're about to
Let 'em
win
cook.
this somehow.
Oh, wow.
One enemy remaining.
Maybe don't.
Don't let him cook.
This is a half buy, right? This is a half buy that they.
Yeah. It's the
The Tarik curse is
Lost
taking
bonus.
effect.
Yeah, something's happening.
We talked about 7-1.
Something's happening.
And they didn't use GMD's ult or 7, so they could still create an execute with this.
I want to see them just rush Def in art. I think they should know by now that Def is kind of solo art, just because of how he backed up so easily off the little pressure.
Like fast 4 art?
Yeah. Like they should go fast art with the Raze ult. Maybe not. Zekken's there. Watch out, guys. Run away, bro. I was joking. Don't go
I was
there.
messing around. I was a test.
What IGLs would think of if they could see the mini-map.
Yeah, never mind, guys. Don't go there.
Oh, no.
This is so scary for the B guy. If Tens just keeps walking up.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Good luck, brother.
Here we go, James.
Oh, rare
See?
miss.
It's all
Rare
me.
miss.
Good luck.
Rare miss.
Looks like they're going for a mid-fight soon.
Oh, they've given up sewers. They could walk past art now if they recognized it. Have to deal with Pencata alone anchoring. He plays retake for sure, right?
Yeah.
Oh, oh, the gravel stops him. Here we go.
Yo,
Tens.
Oh! Wait, what?
That was a genuine Rose ult.
Oh my god.
Spike planted.
So hard to retake in Tens' position, but it's Tens.
They have 4 secret.
This wall goes hard or what?
Insane.
This is a pretty good wall. Because they don't even have any more KO flashes to come through the wall, so this is actually pretty tough for TSM now.
Yeah.
Oh, good sees though.
He's got a shorty.
Oh, no.
Oh no, this guy's cringe.
Wait.
That scans you.
Wait.
Wait, Def is just killing them all?
Last player standing.
I just heard, I heard the nice. I heard the nice.
Wow, that was
I heard the
clean.
British
that
nice.
was clean.
The British nice. What does that sound like?
That was that, yeah. That was that.
It sounded like it was fancy.
You guys hear the other team yelling? No way.
No,
dude,
you can't
yeah.
hear it.
No, you
No,
can't.
yeah, we didn't with our headsets on.
Start talking shit through the walls.
We tried.
Yeah, you like that peek?
We tried.
Yeah. You like when I swing you?
Damn, what are you getting into, bro?
Hey, mental warfare.
Yeah.
Do we have to play right after this?
Yeah.
Oh.
You played the winner of this match, I
shit.
believe.
And
Wait,
best
go
of
TSM,
one.
what?
Yeah.
Yo, wait, let's go warm up.
Yo, good luck. Play Lotus.
Yeah, aren't you guys starting your warm-up scrim?
How many gifted?
Yeah.
This is
50
my
gifted
warm-up
each.
right now.
50 gifted each for
We're
Lotus
studying
pick?
the enemy.
Yeah.
50
Wait,
gifted?
really?
Each.
50 gifted
If we
each
pick
for a Lotus
Lotus,
pick. I'm done.
That's light,
Done
huh?
deal.
Guys, for
Done deal.
50K
Yo, let's
or
go,
go for the
Tarik.
50 gifted.
I'll
It's
take
really
it.
your choice.
Either way, I'm winning.
Tarek's for the people.
true.
50 gifted and
50
50K?
gifted on each player if you guys play Lotus in the upper next
wow.
map.
Oh,
Look at that.
Perfect
he just
trade.
walked all the way
Insta
out,
trade.
man.
Ten is just disrespecting them, dude.
Oh.
Four v 4 situation here.
Sen might have the read. They have 3 players here. They have well, to maybe reclear if they want to.
How do they have the read on this? Just a gamble?
They have
Yeah.
Def.
Yeah.
They have
I think they're getting the right gambles each round.
Yeah.
I
I
think
mean,
this is why
I
it's
don't
really
think they
helping
had
them.
any info
Is that
to
a
cure a
Brazilian
rotation. They had
buff,
no one in
or-
link.
I think that's Brazilian buff.
That,
Oh,
wow.
Okay.
that
That's a
ult
TSM
This
win
angle's
play.
really
One
old.
enemy
Oh.
remaining.
Nature's just going to keep sending it.
That's a TSM win.
Makes it a lot easier when you just shoot
30
them like that,
seconds
right?
left.
Yeah,
It
just
really
shoot
Well,
does.
do you guys think that ult was really early?
What, the fatal?
Yeah, the fade ult
He
came
did
out
it because he
before
got
they even...
knifed. The knife
Oh,
was coming
okay.
in, so he
Yeah.
pressed
Yeah.
it.
Money's so good, you might as well go for it. Oof.
They'll come back.
Let's go.
Don't
I
count
don't
them
know if he had
out.
stars
9-3?
available, but I feel like a smoke be long would have really like changed the round there.
Last
But
round in the half.
Yeah.
could be wrong.
Maybe they didn't want to scare him away
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
with the
true.
smoke since they had the stack.
Well, I think they were also trying to fight with the fatal, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then the smokes came down after everybody died, so...
9-3
I've never
curse.
seen
If
it
I'm
before.
TSM, I'm probably just throwing this round.
Yeah, for the 9-3.
Mm.
Probably your best bet.
That's smart.
Let's
17 and 4.
Tens might
Yep,
just walk out mid
casually
anyways for it.
17 and 4. Love that.
Oh, And
first blood.
Very lucky.
No.
They know 3 are here now. Surely this is just faster art to A.
James is like, go away. Just get out of here.
He's calling it. Def has so much A main control here. Do you flush him out and push into A main after taking?
That or you push in the backside. And you just take
Yeah,
some.
I mean, 2 options.
Oh, wow.
Dinked him.
Nice kill.
Nice try.
Oh, they're coming.
Oh,
on
they're
the
going
double
for
flank.
death. Oh, GFD's aware.
No.
Big kill, big kill.
That's probably just the round. They still have a player late art who can reflank this, unless Tens just Tenses them.
Did you just wallbang him?
He's got knives.
Oh, knives.
They hear GMD.
Oh, wait. He's.
They're
he
back
was
in
lagging.
it.
Nice try.
Nice try.
Next person.
Y'all are clowns.
Looks like they're
I'm just
executing on
saying.
A. Oh, wow.
You are standing.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
He was the decoy.
Last player standing.
1v1
Saucy wins this? No.
Team ace.
8-4 is
Oh,
not bad.
they
Down to the
threw-
wire. Like,
I think that's
Unfortunately,
the
no
age buff.
curves.
That's the experience buff.
Switching
Don't
sides.
listen, James.
It did feel like every time Tense tried to challenge Hazed, he was just dodging his shots.
You guys are like real casters now, pulling out like the perennial storylines of the young gun, the old veteran wins it.
The old vet.
8-4, no 9-3 curse.
Tactical loss from Sentinels there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Smart
it's
from
like
them.
both teams trying to throw the round. Avoid the curse.
It looked like it. Kidding.
Okay, so we talked a lot about how the Sentinel, no Sentinel, worked on that defensive half for them. But here on attack net, what do you think is like?
I think this comp is really attack sided. I think with especially the Neon and the Jet making space combined with Fade Util.
Yep.
And even there's a KO to throw flashes as well. I feel like it's going to be not impossible, but it's going to be very hard for TSM to just play entrenched and just to hard hold the sites. They're kind of going to have to get proactive in mid.
Yep.
Have good information of when to flank. Just because realistically, if Sentinels are really good at comboing their utility,
Yep.
I don't think the game plan is to hard play on site, but
Cool.
could be wrong.
We got a little sub here. Tarik's gone.
Yes, indeed. The sub in from the bench. Star player coming off the bench. Ego.
Oh, shoot.
No, I feel like the Astros going to have to hold the flank literally every round.
Yep.
Haven't caught it because they have no turret, no trips. Like, yeah, he's going to be on like solo missions.
But
Or
if
they-
TSM can like consistently pressure mid and like
Yeah.
get double flanks and just overwhelm that Aster, they can just
Yeah.
win rounds off of that as long as they don't get
They can-
punished like hard holding sites.
Yeah, I think that they should play up on A and mid quite often since there's no Sentinel.
Yeah.
They gotta be careful playing at the barrier though.
It is
With
Pancada
those
too.
fast opens.
That's true with
They
the
gotta
neon.
find that little middle ground
Yeah,
and kind
the
of
neon KO. You can't play on barrier.
Yeah.
Bring them down.
What about the Corey chamber here? Is he gonna be able to find value down B long?
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Which patch are
I
you?
guess this trip is.
This
The
is
one
the
where chamber is
nerd.
bad.
No, the answer is no then.
Yeah.
I mean, you
he
saw
also
how
has a-
aggressive Tens could be, so
Yeah.
it's like he definitely cannot do that.
Corey also has a radius on that trip now, so he just like has to perma stay B if he wants that information, which is so tough.
It's kind of a nice trip, though.
Yeah.
But like,
It is nice.
yeah. Like that's not good.
This is what
Oh wow.
practice
And
Sentinels
send
looks
a full
like.
pick control too.
Actual executes.
And this is what you can do with this double duelist comp. Like in the post flank, you can just send your duelists to just like int and just push deep for more and more
Dude,
space, and it makes those
Chamber
double
could
flanks so much
collect his
worse.
trick.
Yeah.
Oh, he can do that?
Wait,
Yeah,
that's
he
so
collected
weird.
it from long. He has it back in like 15 seconds.
I didn't even see that. I mean, I don't know what it's gonna do on this retake, but that's actually sick.
Yeah, I don't know what he's gonna do.
I'm not sure what it's actually gonna do here, but that's cool.
You can like put it art.
If
when
only you
like,
could have
take him in,
lineups.
You know?
If you could throw the chamber trip.
Wow.
That'd be crazy.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Oh, yes. It might be time to deathmatch soon.
Yeah.
Damn.
Actually, we can't even warm up.
Oh, you're right.
Tens and Zekin just farming. I mean, the thing about this comp is because the map is like so small per se, like the speed comboed with like an Astrasuck with a Fate, like they can get art instantly with Neon and Jet and just
Yep.
do a fast A split if they want. Like they can just do whatever they want. So it really comes down to TSM and their reactions and how they re-clear areas of the map. Because
Would that change if Corey was not playing chamber, by the way? If they were playing like a KJ or something?
yeah,
be able to stop the art push.
100%. Yeah, 100%. But until this op comes up, it's gonna be just like run at the chamber. I feel like.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Zekin and Tens running at you.
What do you do,
Tens is like popping heaven already.
Left and
Seconds
right.
all.
Yeah, I don't really know what he's gonna do on this chamber because
This is an ace. This is an ace right here. I'm feeling
especially with the neon hitting B, I feel like the wall makes.
I'm feeling it.
Yep.
Ace?
I'm feeling
Give him
it.
the ace.
One enemy
Oh.
remaining.
No.
Yep.
Dash at them. Perfect.
It's actually insane because, yeah, the Neon's running it down, the Jet's just dashing forward, and the chamber can move 13 meters.
And he still doesn't have an op, by the way, so
Yeah.
that's what we're waiting for.
23 and 5. Oh, wow.
Is he going to have an op? 5? Maybe not.
If he can get the up, I mean, I want to see what he has. You know, I want to see why they're picking it.
Yep.
So.
And you
Hopefully-
didn't see that on the first half.
No, no. Unfortunately. He's just so bad. He's just so bad.
Who, Chamber?
Chamber.
Yeah,
Chamber.
Oh yeah, not guys.
Just
guys,
to be clear,
guys.
Chamber.
One more time. We love Brazil. We love Brazil.
Yo, yo.
Wow,
Chamber
take
is
it,
so
really.
bad.
You see that sign, Valen? Stop.
Yeah, my fault. My fault. I gotta clarify there.
Slow down.
On the other side, are you guys seeing the vision on this double duels comp? Like, do you think this is something I want to play consistently, or was this just a screw it? We'll do a kind of gimmicky one-off.
I think it's like a screw it type of comp because I feel like if you play against a really disciplined and well thought out team like an FPX or a DRX, I feel like they're just gonna work you in the mid round and they're really gonna expose your holes and your gaps and you're kind of gonna get picked apart.
Yeah, that's the thing. TSM wasn't really doing much of.
Oh, she's nade. He just runs away from it. That's ridiculous. And they're
Is he just going to sprint for? Okay, no. I thought he was going to try and reflank or do something crazy there.
sorry,
but
they're just walling to plant, and that's it.
I think so.
And now it's just post plant.
It reminds me of like Haven B hits when you have a
Yeah,
jet. Just
literally.
plant and then pray.
They hold this.
Ooh, good flash.
That was insane.
Oh! It's because of the chamber.
No, the arc flank is
no.
so strong.
got
He's
two.
defusing. He's defusing. He's full stack.
Last player standing.
Oh, he got off! Wait,
Got off?
Oh
that could have been
my
so
goodness.
bad.
He had to be
Oh,
so close to
no.
finishing that defuse.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Why would you?
I guess he wanted to peek with his teammate.
I think he
so.
thought there was a second player main who was going to swing him.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Peek with the teammate.
I don't know about that one.
I didn't say it was a good play. I was just saying what he did.
All good.
Tense has knives.
Doesn't matter. 25 and 6.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
Jesus, he's 25 and 6.
Vintage.
Thanos is upstairs.
What is this, like 500 ACS, dude?
Something.
Crazy.
No,
Remember we played C9 against. We played C9 for our first match to in the group stage, and Leaf. Leaf was having a game like this, and it felt like you literally couldn't do anything. He would just jump out of a garage window and just ace us with a frenzy. So I can't imagine how TSM's feeling right now.
Just when a player's going God mode.
Yeah, you can't really do much about it, to be honest. Especially if they're on a duelist agent or a chamber, like an old chamber. Can't really do much.
When are you gonna give us one of those performances?
Never.
How do you guys feel about that now that if Sentinels goes this out, you've got to play this 10s in 30 minutes?
And he's warm and I'm not?
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
Might be GG.
Might have to
We'll
take
see.
attack pause.
Might have to take attack after round 1, just slow him down. We'll see, though.
Trap destroyed.
Yeah, I don't know what Corey's even. I
This
don't know
guy's
what Corey's
TP
gonna
in
do.
heaven? Is that where his TP is?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
But he can't
okay.
swing past the smoke or anything,
How many
really.
options
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta press
that's
it.
a big TP, though. That's why we
Huge.
want
He has to press the TP.
TSM doesn't have any big ults to retake, so this is gonna be pretty difficult. They're gonna have to get really creative with that use of the season
And
id.
Tens has knives.
So it's GG.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, look at the backstab, though, yeah.
Oh, this Astral Lurk.
I didn't even see it.
Bring them down.
They
Oh,
delay for
Frank
long.
condescending really good timing too.
Jesus.
So
man.
patient.
Satchel out.
Oh,
wait,
Corey?
Corey?
Oh, wait.
TSM's cooking.
Let
Their
him cook.
ground vault just popped.
Nice.
Last player standing.
Oh.
He needed them to get like 2 kills.
Almost. Wait, comeback?
Wait.
Let's see a comeback here. Why not?
Wait,
Might as well.
they got the fade all.
No, not the fatal.
It's doable.
It really feels like the post plants right now for Sentinels. I mean, like you were saying that, like it starts to run out of gas. The comp. And
there.
TSM's just doing a good job, like allowing that to happen, right?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like, at least on B side, TSM is just playing for one with the chamber and playing retake because they know that they have to burn so much utility on the actual execute to make it good that they won't have anything for post-mount, like you're talking about. Runs out of gas is a good way to put
This
it.
just feels like the worst possible matchup for your chamber player because you just have 2 agents who can insta-close the gap that even if you TP out, you're just dunzo half the time. Like, I think that Heaven TP is the only viable one you can actually get far enough away to live with. And with them doing the smoke there's like no peek you can really take.
You want to fight it?
Nobody here to actually try to do anything against this. This is a deep
It's
Astral
like
Wall.
deja vu. Like, what's going on right now?
Is
Remember how we talked about last round that
He's
they used a
doing
lot
it
of
again.
util on the exec though? They were able to save a lot of it.
God.
Oh my god, that was a 180 by the way. Gross.
Right that one down.
Runs away to the sunset.
But yeah, Sentinels has a lot of util for the post plant here, so that's different than last round. He saved a lot of it with the Astral Wall.
Are they all just okay?
I cannot
waiting
use
for
that.
the KO
He's
to
one
go
off that
away.
Astral Wall, changes everything.
I don't think Kankata has any stars though for the bomb, so this is
Wait,
absolutely
Hayes?
unbelievable for TSM.
Hayes gets this.
Oh.
And no
Wait,
time.
the bomb is so low. Yeah, just get out.
It's a save.
Dang.
What do you do to shut down these fast B hits? They tried something different there with the retake, didn't work again.
I
think you need flashes from your KO to go over long B and take timing peaks. Because the thing is, they're letting them get close B. So if they're that close where they can throw up their neon wall and pop flash through and eye and everything, you can't hold that. That's so hard. But if you're being disruptive and you're flash peeking long as they're walking up with like flash peek for your chamber or flash eye combo, something to be disruptive, maybe you'll get a couple kills and then you fall.
Can Chambers TP reach like from backhauls B to screens? Like right at the corner? Because if so, then it could do like a cheeky trip like in B site instead of this super aggro trip that's getting no value. Yeah. Like that trip's getting the no value.
It might be exposed, I think, the TP.
Another alternative is if they bring the pack over to B long and they kind of like fight through that and push through it.
Oh, nice kill.
Hayes is a rock, man.
He's really good. For
It's
some
hard
reason,
to
every
move.
time I play him, he drops 30 kills versus me. I'm not sure why,
Yeah, that demon
but
timing.
Blocking sight.
it's like watching Picasso. Updrafts.
Oh my goodness. That
feel like
span
Sentinels
so
kinda has to take that
close.
arc
Grab
control.
well, no?
It's a really good kill, man.
Too suppressed. Flash.
They have their Astral Wall still. They're so slow here.
Yeah, they still have a player art late round who can close this out.
They do have the Cosmic Divide for the retake though.
Sentinels playing out against Astral.
No, why are we not
eye.
ulting that corner?
One enemy
Oh
remaining.
no.
You gotta smoke off 10s, man.
Wait, did they use the divide?
No.
No.
They
They
used it,
didn't
no?
even use it.
Weird.
I feel like they really need to use the divide before even starting that retake, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with that corner plant.
Match point.
Like,
Low-key, it felt like they were waiting for something, though.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, they waited like 15 seconds when there was no stall against them. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they thought they were gonna like make a forward play with like 10s flashing in or something, but they haven't really done that recently in their post plants. Like last 3 rounds, it's all been these more kind of far back relying on the Askew util for the post.
That smoke there is actually godlike for Beck out on top of the hut.
Yeah.
We're taking that ASAP.
got it, got it.
Okay, timeout for TSM. Last chance.
Wait, I have a question for all of you.
Uh-oh.
Do you have guard or Sen? Best of one.
Guard, baby.
Guard.
Y'all are just saying that because we're here.
Yeah.
No,
I
we would
picked y'all.
know.
I picked y'all at the beginning of the
I
tournament.
did say that. I said at the beginning of the tournament, I did predict guard.
And I have
That's not a
to.
lie.
This is where I fail as an analyst. Because I say it early, I have to stick with it, even if I don't believe it anymore.
You could lie.
Huh?
I think it depends
You
on the
could lie.
map.
You can lie.
Why don't you lie?
Lie about what I said in the past.
Yeah.
The map.
Who's gonna check?
Oh, so that's a 1, so I don't think
It's-
you get much
It's integrity.
It's a
baby.
much wiggle
BO1.
room, no?
Yeah, not too much.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get 3 bans, no?
Should we make it fun for the audience and play Lotus?
Yes.
Hell yeah, please, please, please.
Sean, how many gifted for them?
If they play Lotus? Shit, dude.
Tarik said 50
Yeah,
each.
Tarik did say 50.
50 each?
50 each player on both teams?
I don't know about
Done
both
deal.
teams.
No, just
Wait,
on
did
you guys.
Sentinels
Oh, just for
ban it?
us? Done.
Did Sentinels ban it? Yeah, they did.
They did?
No.
First ban?
Yeah.
Oh.
First ban. I think we should abolish bans for this best of one.
You spin the wheel?
Put on a wheel.
Spin the wheel.
If they're down, I'm down.
Yeah, if they're down, I'm down.
All right, let's make it happen. To be fair, they just played Fracture without ever
I'm
scrimming it.
kidding.
So.
I'm not playing them on Fracture or this map.
Yikes. Yeah, this is, I'm going to start getting ready for my match.
No, wait.
I'll wait.
Hazed is alive.
Let him cook.
Let him cook. He's pushing A main. He
He
might
is
be able to
currently
catch him
cooking.
out of here.
He still has the Astro Wall, guys.
Oh, wow. Wait, Tens is on 31?
Yeah, in 19 rounds.
That's fair.
That's
Done.
terrifying.
Done. 3v3 post.
Now they kind of they know they have to go B.
They don't have any wall or. Oh God!
If he lived right there,
They converted.
Last player standing.
Saucy wins this.
Plays ult.
Nah.
That was close.
Mid grab well.
TSM's laughing. They're coming back.
I have to keep you a little longer than that. Sorry, bro.
What's that?
He's trying to bounce.
Oh, yeah.
31 and 8.
31.
31 and 8.
1.5 FPR. That's like.
That's pretty nice.
Insane.
So he's.
How would you feel
he's
about
back.
playing this comp after you've seen it?
After seeing it?
Obviously, it looks great right now because it's the first time probably these guys have played against it, but you just watched it. So it's a
Yeah.
little bit easier because you know their holes.
Yeah, I would say I would feel pretty confident, honestly,
Yeah.
just because I just don't. Obviously, it's hard to say this, but I think TSM took the wrong approach.
Yeah.
Because they kind of like
Right there.
they kind of like walked right into. They were just walking everywhere and giving like
Yeah.
Tens opening picks. They weren't really using their utility wall or utilizing mid. Because I would say, obviously, since the no Sentinel, the biggest way to like kind of take advantage of this comp is to kind of like push them like to one area of the map and then like kind of go the other way.
Yo,
Zach, where are you looking at?
Zach-
What just happened?
He's checking for the cam.
Here. Here we go.
Look for the cyber cam.
Oh my
Off the top rope.
It all falls
All
apart.
right, GG.
Bro, this round just ended in 3 seconds.
That was actually insane.
Dude, 2 times in a row, Second hits him with
planted.
some wild crap to end the game. Like the
Wow.
running knife.
Oh yeah, the knife last game
Yeah.
and now that.
Yikes.
Damn.
Oh, it's ice cold too.
Damn.
Well, thank you guys for hanging
Yeah, thank
out.
you guys for hanging out.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
thanks, guys.
Thank you, bro.
Good luck in the
Appreciate
match.
it. Appreciate it.
And nice best of one here against Sentinels coming up. So
I'm
Sean,
going
you wanna
31
come on
and 8.
in?
Shout out my
Yeah, I'm gonna
mom.
come on in.
GG's.
All right, now that they're not here, what's your real prediction? Well, they're not listening. Don't worry. They're definitely not still in the room.
I don't know, man.
No one's
that was
listening.
scary. That was really scary, Mimi. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like 10s, 30. What was it? 33 kills, maybe to end
Something
the
like
game.
that.
Like
He's a pretty good player, I think.
Pancata, what he did in that last game.
Dude,
I
Sen's
don't
looking
know.
scary.
They're looking.
They're looking
nasty.
scary.
They're looking
I'm not
really
gonna lie.
good.
That was disgusting.
1 week practice, and they're looking like this.
Yeah.
Sentinels. I mean, you coaching these guys, Tarik? Like,
Yeah, what's going on?
what's going on, man?
They're looking crazy.
They're looking
I don't
good.
know what's going on right now. I mean, I just put my hoodie on too. I kind of look like a fanboy after the No, they're going crazy right now. It's awesome to see, but yeah, hopefully, I don't know where it's coming from really, because like we all know, it's been like a week of practice, so
Yep.
they're surprising the world at the moment. I mean, stakes are set, big event, they come to play. What can we really say about
It's
it?
the best of one now.
You did give him the good comps, right?
I did set him up on the good PCs.
I did give him a really good wheel too. So like.
Oh yeah.
That must have helped.
What did you roll on the spin? Double duelist.
Double duelist.
Is that where the
Double
comps came
duelist
from?
on
Yeah,
phone.
there was Yoru on there, but it
Oh.
didn't come out. There was. You know.
Damn. Who was sat here? They got a big head. Who was this?
That was Tex, man.
Was that
Come on, why are you
Tex?
just blowing him up
Might
like
be,
that?
might be. I don't know him like that.
I feel like that's a compliment. You know, big head, big brain,
True.
perfect for a
Big
Jet
head,
player.
big brain. Okay.
Maybe he had a hat on. Didn't he have a hat on?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he had a hat on. He had a hat on. It's
Same.
alright. He had a hat on. He had a hat on. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just realizing how small Brent's head is.
Yeah.
He's the real peanut brain.
Let's get one of these players. Don, come here.
Oh, dang. You just
Wow,
output
that's
it.
good.
Second.
Okay.
Come on, come on.
Good call.
We got some questions to ask you, sir.
All right, sure.
Have a seat.
Always second.
Please do join us.
First one I saw.
Okay.
That was crazy. You guys look actually insane.
Not bad for a couple days of practice, eh?
Yeah,
not
That was
bad.
ridiculous.
Not bad for a map that you have. Apparently, you guys haven't played Fracture, like in scrims.
Yeah, won't confirm that one, but it would be crazy if we had, right?
I don't know who said that.
Wow. I mean, I just have to start with the Brazilians. They look actually crazy. I think everybody's scared of them in scrims. That's the rumors I'm hearing. Pancada's like a demon,
Yes.
and he popped off on Fracture. How's the addition? How's the language barrier, all that sort of thing? I know you guys got asked about that a little bit already, but definitely want a little bit more insight. Don.
Honestly, it's like I'm sitting there watching Pancada sometimes, and I'm like, I could cut this guy's tongue out, and he'd still be worth every single penny. He couldn't say a single fucking word, and he'd still be worth it. He's a phenomenal player, and Sassy, he just contributes so much. Like the intangibles with Sassy, not only is he one of the best initiators in the world, but he's basically another coach in there. Like we have so many intellectuals sitting in there talking about how to play this game, how we're going to approach it, and then all of the firepower to back it up. It's incredible to watch.
What has it been like to kind of rework around this new team? Because for the longest time, you were with Xset, you were kind of building up that team, building up your strat book for quite a while. What's it been like to kind of start anew and kind of get used to your new players?
It's definitely a little frustrating, like starting from square one, right? Like all of these players are coming from teams that have been fully fleshed out, performing exceptionally well, and now we're coming in and talking about things like basic communication, command calls, and you know who goes in first, who carries the bomb. Like these are all basic things that these teams didn't even have to worry about. So you know it's been a bit of a process. Like getting back into it, the first couple days were a little rough, but we're really hitting our stride right now, and it's only been, I want to say, 5 or 6 days of practice right now. So
That's crazy.
Command calls. Do you mean like a word that initiates like a big response? Like did they bring that in from Loud or?
That's something from Xset that we use to kind of just differentiate terminology, kind of like a lexicon to describe communication, different kinds of communication. So info call would be like, he's over there. Command call would, he's over there. Let's do this to go. Do something about it.
Gotcha.
Right.
Dang. Break it down.
Yeah.
Zach, what's with the disrespect, man? These last rounds on both the games, a knife and then the
You're looking at the sky, you're like, what's going on? Spinning around.
What are you looking for, God up there?
I forgot what I was thinking. They said we were supposed to do an exec, and I was just walking up, and I was bored. So,
Yeah, he's a bit of an animal.
We're just having fun.
Sometimes Rory just unleashes him, and you know he does Zekin things, and
yeah,
it's fun.
Jumps in the smoke.
Whose idea was it to run the Neon Jet combo?
I'm gonna have to credit that one to Kaplan. Kaplan's
Let's
idea to
go.
run the Neon Jet. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
These
He
guys
had
weren't
a whole
sure if you-
plan cooked up for it, and it's working pretty well.
No one believed in you but me.
Yeah?
Appreciate that.
Crazy.
Well, I mean, it looked better than the chamber.
Yes.
Yeah, well.
You said it, not me.
Yeah, you guys are going up against the guard next in the best of one.
Yeah, nice little best of one. I think I'm supposed to be vetoing right now, but
That's
okay.
okay.
That's fine.
We'll just play whatever they give us.
do your
you
job.
know.
Oh, perfect.
You play whatever
Great.
they give you?
Lotus it is.
Okay.
Let's go.
Hey, we'll run it.
Yes, I feel like it's kind of messed up that you guys are banning Lotus first.
Yeah.
It's like
You know, we're saving it for later.
ruining
you know?
all the... Oh.
Let's go.
Want to have something good to whip out in the finals.
Okay.
Don't want to show all our cards too early.
Yeah.
What has been, so obviously you're getting used to the players as like actually in game and figuring out your strats again, but it's also like you probably only just met the Brazilians like a week ago, right?
Oh, yeah,
in person
true.
for the first time. What's
Yeah.
it been like getting used to each other like as people?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely just got into town. We're just kind of adjusting to like the social differences between like what they expect in practices and you know how they want to structure things and the humor especially. I feel like a lot of what I do is like a vibes coach is kind of making sure that the energy is
Sure.
good, and finding their humor has been a difficult one, but I'm determined to crack the code. I will make these guys laugh by the end of the week.
What
I
about
swear.
you, Zekin? Have you gotten close to cracking that code?
In ranked, yeah. I don't know. Whenever we play ranked games, anything that happens will make them laugh. I think they just find North American ranked players funny.
That's valid.
I played with Saucy the first day he got here, and the first person we played against was Dasnerf, so it was like a big.
Wow. Okay. Welcome
Probably
to the
biggest
country.
culture shock.
Yeah, shout out to Dasnerth.
Yeah. I mean, so you guys have only had 6 days or whatever of practice, but second, you have been playing ranked with Saucy and Pencata a little bit. Is there actually anything that you guys can transfer from that, or it's just like really getting to know each other?
I think just getting like chemistry in the game, knowing what our tendencies are, like what we like to do. Because when we play ranked, we just play whatever characters we're comfortable on, so you can see like what they really, really like to do, what they're most comfortable doing.
Yep.
And it's just good to build the communication a little bit, even if it's just a ranked game, and just getting used to them. It's been good.
Cool. Speaking of comfort, last question, unless anybody else has something. 10s, 32 kills, something like that.
He's all right.
Pretty good player.
I mean, he's all right.
Yeah, you just activate this guy. What do you like? What do you do?
Let me get the camera. Where is it?
Right there.
He's back.
Oh shit.
He said it.
Well, all right, boys.
Whoa.
Glad to see you're still the villain, Don.
Silence.
All right. Well, thanks guys very much. Good luck with your vetoes, and we'll see you in the second
Thanks
for
so much, guys.
the
Good to see you.
BO1.
Yep.
Great game.
We'll have you guys back up here in a jiffy, no worries.
That's disrespectful.
Well, powered by HyperX, that's how it goes with this interview, and I think we're going to get ready for the next best of one, right?
I'm down.
This is going to be nice. This is going to be nice. So we're going to take a quick break after this bracket, which is there. Boom, the Guard and Sentinels, and then lower bracket. I think that's after that one.
Yeah, after that one, best of 3.
T1 TSM.
We're breezing our way through this. It's crazy. We already have one team in the grand finals.
Yeah,
in,
honestly,
like,
I mean,
an hour.
The vibes are immaculate here. I'm not gonna lie. It's chill. You know, got people playing Melee in the back. Yeah, the ambient noises.
It is
of
an absolute vibe over here.
It's nice, honestly. You should do every tournament like this. I'm telling you. I get my job taken by the guard players. I just came out of the bathroom, and they were like, "Yeah, listen, you guys can take the game. I'll chill. I'm all right with it. Listen, take a bit of a map off."
Yeah.
No, yeah, we are breezing through it for sure.
But before we go, we got to talk about one of our sponsors, Asus ROG. Thank you, Asus ROG, the official monitor partner of the Ludwig X Tarik Invitational, the Asus ROG Swift 360 PG259 QNR. That's a lot of letters, but it's a pretty good monitor. It's the world's first 360 hertz display, packed with amazing features, including NVIDIA G-Sync for tear-free gameplay, NVIDIA Reflex Analyzer to measure full end-to-end system latency, and an ultra-fast IPS panel with esports dual mode. Go to bts.gg/Asus and use code Valorant to get $70 off today. That's pretty cool. You can now, you guys all have something to blame if you're playing bad in ranked now.
You killed that.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I would have threw it
job.
to someone halfway through. I'd be like, and this is where Balla takes it.
Yeah, that was nasty. You just took that read like
I just
it was nothing.
really like
Yeah,
Asus.
and usually when they say, okay, we got to do a sponsor read or something like that, everybody looks at each other.
Yeah, it was like,
I was already doing it. I was already doing it.
You know,
He was like, let's
Tarik
go.
inspired me to be more of a brand and
okay.
to really sympathize with the fellow brands out there. So shout out to all the brands.
But
watching.
also, shout out to the Wanks in the chat if you know what I'm talking about too, but that's off topic.
Shout out to the what? Did you just
That's
say?
the whole thing. We're going to do the break now. Appreciate you guys. We'll be back soon for the next match. Guard versus Sentinels for the upper bracket, BO1.